What do you do about Bayo? Again, if the Red Sox just were league average, 4.5 runs per game, their record this season would be 32-14. They haven't scored more than 3 runs since May 7th. Woof. We'll leave it there. 617-779-0985. You can join us also on YouTube. Tonight I see a bunch of guys already in there. Feel free to chime in with us. We got Skaz here, Street Team Joe's here, and it's Intern Dawson's last night. The Triple D. His last night, and hey, guess what? His uncle fed us, so we appreciate that. And we'll shout out, is it Bucciarelli's in Chelsea? We'll shout them out coming up in a little bit. We'll take a quick break. I'm Joe Murray. You're listening to 98.5 The Sports Hub.
lifted. It was up in the zone. Oh, sinker down there. Just cut it. It's just an easy pitch to lift. If I'm facing a sinker ball and he throws a cutter, I'm looking for that because I don't want to hit the sinker.
Riley kind of has his number. He's 6 for 10 on Bayo. That one traveled 430.
See him back there. 2, 3, go. Yeah. Red Sox on scoring runs. Red Sox can score runs. Doom, 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 doom. How do they score more runs? What is it? What changes? Maybe playing a bad team like Kansas City? Maybe that's what it is. By the way, I have my Bally's pick of the night tonight. Of course, brought to you by our good friends over at Bally's in Lincoln, Rhode Island. One of my favorite places to go here. 4,000 slots, over 100 table games, concerts, dining, a full hotel and spa. Visit Bally'sLincoln.com or follow Bally's Lincoln on Instagram. Must be 18 plus. Gambling problem? Call 877-9-GAMBLE. My pick for tonight. Ready for this one, Skaz? Jaren Duran, stolen base anytime. Plus 537.
It's a chunky. Uh-oh, you got a chunky.
What am I supposed to do? Oh, yeah, he's a chunky, all right. He struck out to, did you see he got picked off on Friday night? He struck out to end the game yesterday. He's back in center field tonight.
I just can't believe you have the confidence that he's going to reach base to get a steal attempt.
$537, a lot. That's a huge. I mean, I did also take Sonny Gray to go over 4.5 strikeouts.
Oh, there you go.
So there's 2. So if you dare take Jaren. I almost said Jaylen Duran. Both of them kind of sucked last night, huh? What is up with the Buffalo Sabre? I don't like this beating up things before the game. Out. I know I'm all over the place. I just talked about 3 different things at once. But it's on my television, and it's just... Should I mention that Montreal blew a big lead the other night? I'll mention that. Anyways, yes, Jaren Duran needs to get on base in order for that steal to happen. And, of course, there's a Duran anytime argument. Yes, there is. Jack says, Joe's picks aren't that great, not going to lie. Thanks, Jack. Fade me. Thanks, Jack, for being a jackass. Anyways, you know who's another jackass? Brian Barrett. What is going on with him, man? Brian Barrett gets the little buffer in there, right? The opener helps him out. He has numbers that are bad when he's a starter and good when he's a reliever. So I don't know. I mean, if someone's good as a reliever but bad as a starter, I would think maybe you would keep him as a reliever. I don't know. What do I know? Coach Joe never played in the major leagues, and again, I probably have as much experience as they do because there's no one to lean on for them because they don't know what to do, which was my opening take tonight. But Brian Barrett, in the 7 games he's actually started this year, 7 games he's had 30 innings, 51 hits, 10 dongs. Woof! 10 dongs in 30 innings. 18 walks, 18 strikeouts, his ERA 9.66. He averages almost 3 home runs a game. They're batting .370 against him. When he's a reliever, though, 2 games, 13 innings, 1-0 record, 1.35 ERA. So what's up with that? Wouldn't you just make him a reliever? So I would think about that. I'd also put him maybe on the IL to figure it out. Would you send him back to the minors and embarrass him? I mean, you're just going to toss him back out there the next game? It's bad. And you know what? He ruined things. They had a nice little thing going on Saturday. They won. Peyton Tolley had a great outing, which we'll get to in a minute here. He goes out there trying to win a series in a rubber game, and they lose. Got smoked. But that Peyton Tolley start, I will say. Wow, dominating. 8 innings. It was under 100 pitches. They went to Chapman. Chapman would have gotten out of the game, but Monasterio had an error at short. Threw it over the first baseman's head. Chapman kind of walked a couple of guys, and then he took a 104-mile-per-hour ball off the mound, used his ability, and got out of the game. So at least, like, Chapman cares and goes out there every night, and I'm sure one day he's going to blow up about how bad the team stinks too. But I think Brian Barrett's let everybody down. Himself, his teammates, the bullpen, the managers that's tried everything, the extension that he's been given. And then he, like, kind of shakes his head and then has a tantrum in the dugout after. Bro, right now you suck. And at some point, like, when are you going to grow up? I don't know if he ever will. He might be one of those guys where it's like, don't think he has it. And after watching, I don't really think he does. But Peyton Tolley was really something the other night. And looking at the top ERAs in the American League, the Yankees, number one right now in the American League with a 3.29 ERA. The Rangers are 3.54, followed by the Rays. The Mariners come in at 3.75, the fifth best ERA in the American League. The Boston Red Sox at 3.81. So they are absolutely pitching well, but getting nothing offensively. And, you know, you could talk about, like, when they go down 3-0, 0-18, see you later, big boy. At Fenway, they're 8-14. That's inexcusable. In 29 of 46 games, they've scored 3 runs or less. In 13 of the 46 games, they've scored 1 run or less. They're 6-26 when they allow more than 2 runs in a game. And under Chad, they're 9-10. We know the story about when the starters not go 6 innings, they're 3-25. But since that sweep in Detroit, they're 3-6. And if they're trailing after the 7th inning, you might as well go home or shut the game off and go to bed. They're 1-23 when they trail after 7 innings. And if the opponent scores first, they might as well call it a night. They're 4-20 on the year. So, those are your Red Sox numbers. I'm not even going to tell you what I see because I know what you see out there. I know what you're seeing. It's not good. Jackass Joe, how are you going to pick over on Red Sox runs? I didn't. You weren't listening, you jackass, once again. What a jackass this guy is. Listen. Listen to the show. Please. Anyway, Skaz, what do you think of those numbers? Anything? You got anything for me? They can't hit.
Yeah, I think the Red Sox suck, Joe, is what I think. I think they're a bad baseball team. I think they're a poorly constructed baseball team. I think they're pretty good at pitching. You could argue, even great for this season. And it's an absolute waste. They have to be really good at like 2 of the 3 big things you have to be really good at to be successful in baseball. But that third thing, Joe, the one where you got to score some runs, maybe the worst lineup of my entire life. Actually, I think it is. I heard Beetle say
what
he
year
thinks
were you
it's.
Born?
I'm sorry?
You were born in 04, you said? What year were you born?
04, Joe. Thank you. No, I was born in 93.
Sorry about that.
Very end of 93.
1993, Trot Nixon drafted.
Sure, yeah. Right field. The dirt dog. Yeah, I think this is the worst offense I've ever seen. The lineup is downright putrid. They're facing Seth Lugo tonight, a guy that, if you can believe it, Masataka Yoshida, Wilson Contreras, and Wilyer Bray, who have all homered against in their careers, and they're not going to score any runs. They're just not a good team. It's embarrassing.
The run total tonight, 4.5 Red Sox. Would you go
Sure.
under?
They might score that this week.
It's minus 120 tonight.
Wow.
For the under.
Well, that's because Seth Lugo's on the mound, and he's probably still good.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
2 bad teams. The total's 9. What happened to the Royals? I thought Bobby Witt's great. Sonny Gray, is hanging in there so far. Yeah, we can do more Red Sox if you want later, but I mean, if they just hit the baseball, it would be great. It'd be really great. Joe, is the Rev season over? No. Why would you think that? We're just revving it up. Anyways, we'll have more on the Red Sox coming up. It's Dawson's last night, so we'll give him the floor to go off on the Red Sox in a little bit. But let's talk to Tim. He's in the car. What's up, Tim?
Hey, what's going on, guys? So Joe Mazzulla is the luckiest coach in the history of the NBA. He has, his entire time as a head coach, he's had arguably the best GM of a generation. He's had, at one point or another, 2 top 10 players. He's had maybe 4 top 25 players at one point or another, and they have 1 championship to show for it. I think if you look back, I think the real question is how many championships should they have won if they had, say, like, not that you could ever get Eric Spoelstra, but like, trade, whoever you would put as an equivalent to him, right? I think he is not a good coach at all. They need to get rid of him. They should have been, this out was god-awful. Everybody's talking about Jaylen Brown, but it's Joe Mazzulla, man. He's a problem.
Cool. How many championships would they have won? I think between Golden State losing Game 7 to the Heat, last year I thought they had a good roster, but OKC would have won. I think this year they didn't have a great roster. So I think during the run, dating back to Brad Stevens to now, I think they should have more than 1 championship. Is that fair to ask, guys? Is that fair to say? What they should have potentially have more than 1?
Which year? Which one should they have won?
I mentioned 07, the year that they lost to the Heat at home. The bubble year when they lost to the Heat, I thought they would have had a shot against the Lakers.
No,
a shot.
Absolutely not.
Okay,
no.
so anyways, my take is they could have 2.
They could have 2.
Answer.
Absolutely. When you use Eric Spoelstra as your argument, a guy who lives in the 8th seed in the absolute horrid Eastern Conference for the last 5 years, I can't take you seriously. A guy who can't get his roster to commit even a little bit to the regular season on a yearly basis. That should not be your replacement. The Eric Spoelstra thing has gotten a little crazy. But yeah, I think Joe Mazzulla should have been fired this offseason. Obviously, it seems that is not going to be the case. So now that's where we are. So I think it's the roster, Joe. If they're not going to change Joe Mazzulla, which I don't believe they are. I don't think you believe they are. They have to seriously change the roster, and that means Derek White, Sam Hauser. If it's not going to be Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, it has to be a serious shakeup of the pieces around them, because you can argue that core has been successful, but they need elite pieces around them, and they certainly don't have that right now.
Okay. They don't. I'm curious what happens. Well, why don't we talk about Jaylen Brown? Did you see where he finished in the MVP? Does that count? I would like to get Skaz's thoughts on that. And we'll save it for the top of the hour. But Stephen A. and Jaylen Brown are at it again, and I'm Team Stephen A.
Oh, so you've had a change of heart, Joe?
Yeah.
You were big time anti-Stephen A. at the beginning of this feud.
Not anymore. Always, baby. I think this one I have flipped.
Always ass.
And then Perkins now getting in the middle of it too. Told Scal to shut up.
There's 2 guys who I just can't get enough of, Joe. Celtics fans longing to hear what Scal and Perk have to say, I'm sure.
That's where I go for my insight.
Yeah, no, never mind that. My feuds, my public spats.
Oh, sorry.
I really care about what those guys are going through.
No, I go to them for insight. I was being a jackass, the word of the day. I don't like to leave people on hold. What does Sean want to talk about? Who's in Marlboro? Sean is in Marlboro.
Hey, so you just mentioned it. So you haven't even started the Jaylen Brown MVP conversation. I remember during the season, people in the Boston area were talking about Jaylen Brown, like probably second after SGA, but nationally it was SGA and Jokic, and top five didn't even include Brown. So it's like, it's just kind of the Celtics green teamer crap. They had him like second.
My only thing is I hate when people say green teamer because, like, you know, you watch the Celtics every night and, like, you root for your team. Just there's, like, the narrative about if you like the Celtics, you're a green teamer.
Just for the record, I'm looking at a gentleman, Jake Seymour, who co-hosts the Green Teamers podcast. Another guy also co-hosts that podcast. I believe he all season said Jaylen Brown was not in the MVP conversation.
Yeah. So, yes, if you listen to the Green Teamers podcast, who are literally called the Green Teamers.
Never considered.
And even Skaz, which we were going to do on the other side, also said that he wasn't an MVP candidate.
Yeah, the entire year.
And this is why I hate the Green Team. And listen, people listen to 98.5 The Sports Hub all day long. And whenever you hear something positive about the Celtics, instantly you're a green teamer. And I hate that narrative. So how about on the actual Green Teamers podcast? You guys both said, and I can vouch for you guys. Does that make me a green teamer now that I vouched for you guys?
It depends on who you ask.
That's what I'm saying.
Can I also just let you know that Eric Spoelstra has a losing record in the playoffs without LeBron James? Just if we're trying to be factual here. Under 500 record as a head coach without LeBron James. In an Eastern Conference, let me remind you, that absolutely sucks. An Eastern Conference that is embarrassingly bad. An Eastern Conference where a Celtics team that we found out stinks won 50-plus games and was a 2 seed. So just in fairness, Joe, if we're trying to keep things, on the level here. Eric Spoelstra, losing playoff record without LeBron James.
Oh.
And I think Joe Mazzulla should have been fired. So just keeping it all on the level.
I thought Joe Mazzulla should have been fired last year. This year, I thought it was done.
And Jaylen Brown never seriously in the MVP conversation.
He didn't even finish top 5.
No.
We'll tell you where he finished.
Maybe not even in Street Team Joe's top 5.
We'll tell you where he finished. We'll do all that and more coming up next. I'm Joe Murray, 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Sports Hub headlines.
All right, Red Sox in action right now playing.
it. He was in street clothes. You the only one. The only star in the history of the Boston Celtics that ever lost a 3-1 lead and surrendered it, and that's your favorite year. Why? Because you and your teammates developed better chemistry and camaraderie? You understand what I'm saying? Because you overcame adversity.
See, this is where I got to pause again. See, this is a narrative that he's creating. This is in journalism. This is him making his own opinion and formalizing it about what I had to say on his platform. And this is why, respectfully, a lot of people say, F Stephen A. Because this is the type of stuff he does, and then he doesn't recognize it.
Found the Sports Hub. We have a Jaylen Brown versus Stephen A. We'll get into more of that. I'll talk to Brian Barrett later on tonight from The Ringer. We'll see what he says about all this. But the MVP results have come out. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is your MVP this year. 83 first place votes, followed by Nikola Jokic, and then Victor Wembanyama, Luka Doncic, Cade Cunningham, and Jaylen Brown, followed by Kawhi Leonard and Donovan Mitchell. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, Jaylen Brown's finished 6th in the MVP voting. So this summer, when you talk about Jaylen Brown, don't say MVP candidate because he finished 6th. He got 0 first place votes, 0 second place votes, 1 second place vote. But don't. No. Nope. Now, in his defense, Luka Doncic and Cade Cunningham didn't play the 65 games this year, but they were granted eligibility for their postseason awards and All-NBA. So if you take them out, he would have finished 4th. But facts are facts, right? He didn't finish. And, I think Jaylen Brown had a great season. And I think he took the team on his shoulders and certainly... what else could you say? It was the most fun year of his career. It was the most fun year of his career. And, I may have to remind you guys. Maybe you didn't know this. But the Celtics never lost a series in the franchise history of the Boston Celtics when they were up 3-1. And Jaylen Brown was a catalyst on the team, the first team ever to fall 3-1 in the series. But just remember, it was his best season ever, and he was happy. I don't think he can get over those comments. Maybe you want to get on Stephen A. for journalism or integrity of that or a platform, whatever. I'm Team Stephen A. on this one. You can't 48 hours after you've lost an embarrassing loss when you're a former NBA champion who was an NBA Finals MVP and say out loud that it was your favorite season. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. And he was supposed to have Kevin Garnett on his podcast. He moved it. Where'd that go? To me, it sounds like the things that Stephen A. Smith is saying about Jaylen Brown, it's bothering Jaylen Brown, maybe not because of narratives or any of that. I almost wonder if he's like, where's Stephen A. hearing about that? Where is he hearing that? Stephen A.'s in Jaylen Brown's head. It's a bad look. Hey, listen, I've chirped at a few players in my life. All right. And I've talked to some of them about it. Charlie McAvoy, I call him Charlie McAverage. Met him one day. He didn't like it. Said, hey, play better. I won't call you that. But going after somebody that's in the media when you're an athlete like that, it's embarrassing. I'm sorry. And he's lost. I know there's some people who love their jerseys and love the Celtics and defend the Celtics and all of that. This one you can't. Jaylen Brown said he was happy and it was his best season ever after losing and being eliminated as the only Celtics team ever. That's just unacceptable. And that's all Stephen A is talking about. All the other narrative crap and all that Jalen's spewing, he's just dodging the real issue. He's dodging the real issue. So therefore, I, Joe Murray, stand with Stephen A. Smith. Always in this one. Here's the deal. When you're an athlete, you can't go at the media because the news cycle will change and you'll get on somebody else, right? Today, if the Cavs lost last night, James Harden would be the choke artist. He'd be a choker. And it was all you would hear, and we wouldn't hear about Jaylen Brown anymore. But what happens today? What happens today? The Stephen A. stuff comes out. Jaylen comes out. Stephen A. responds today. He puts him in a body bag. And now there's, well, Celtics may not be interested in giving an extension to Jaylen Brown. There's a lot going on that we don't know about or that Jaylen Brown hasn't spoken about. But somehow Stephen A. Smith knows it. I think Jaylen knows it, and he's wondering where he's getting it from. But make no mistake about it. Stephen A. is in Jaylen Brown's head, and that's bad. That's bad. And it's a bad look from Jaylen Brown, who I respect. I think Jaylen Brown's a smart kid, but this time, it's a losing battle, bro. You can't die on this hill. Because the truth is, you said that it was your best season ever when you guys actually broke a record that's never been broken before. And you are the 1-31-1 of the only teams ever to lose up 3-1 in the series. That's pathetic. There's no coming back from that one. And you're still on the internet, on Twitch, doing your thing. It's embarrassing. And this is why the chatter begins now of Jaylen Brown's future in Boston. And I think Stephen A's ahead of it. And he knows about it. And Jalen's like, where is he hearing this? We'll leave it there at 617-779-0985. This hour of the Sports Hub is brought to you by, well, who is it brought to us by? Valvoline and Oil Change. Enjoy quick and convenient vehicle maintenance this month. Visit NewEnglandOilChange.com. You'll save 15% off an extra drive-through oil change. Valvoline and Oil Change, the official oil change of busy people. When it comes to Jaylen Brown's extension, what is at stake and who else is up for an extension? Well, of all that and more coming up next, I'm Joe Murray here on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Right. He was sitting. He was in street clothes. You the only one. The only star in the history of the Boston Celtics that ever lost a 3-1 lead and surrendered it, and that's your favorite year. Why? Because you and your teammates developed better chemistry and camaraderie? You understand what I'm saying? Because you overcame adversity?
See, this is where I got to pause again. See, this is a narrative that he's creating. This is in journalism. This is him making his own opinion and formalizing it about what I had to say on his platform. And this is why, respectfully, a lot of people say, Stephen A. Because this is the type of stuff he does, and then he doesn't recognize it. He may not understand that concept, and that's why he's pushing his narrative. But once again, this is what Stephen A. is using his platform for. Let's see what he finishes with.
What happens? What's the remedy? Given all these things you're pointing out, I'm with you. But that's why I brought up the whole trade thing again. What are you going to do about it?
I don't mind. But what I'm saying is the first order of business is that he needs to be quiet and like big.
Let me stop right there. Did he just say I needed to be quiet? Be quiet for who? Man, Stephen A. Stephen A, Stephen B, Stephen C. Like, my offer still stands. You want me to be quiet and stop streaming? Well, I want you to be quiet and get off these networks, because you're not using your platform to do real journalism. You're using your platform to use clickbait.
Back here on 98 Valley Sports. I'm sorry, everybody. Jalen's wrong. Jalen's wrong. Stephen A, Stephen B, dude. I am not a journalist. I am not a reporter. I work on the radio. I talk into a microphone, and I give opinions without any ramifications. That's my job, Skaz. I can say whatever I want on this microphone as long as it's entertaining and we get good ratings and we bring in money. That's pretty much it. Stephen A makes a lot of money, and his journalism days are over. Hey, Felger and Maz were journalists too. You think what they do every day is journalism? Is that real journalism? I'm just saying, Jalen, whatever you think we do for a job, you're wrong. Journalists. Get out of here. Oh, I'll stop streaming when you go off your platforms. Dude makes $20 million a year to work on ESPN, bro. He ain't going nowhere. I almost wonder if Stephen A will last longer than Jaylen Brown. I mean, I'd love, if Jaylen wants to call in, I'll happily, have him on. But Stephen A's right. And he also said this earlier today. I'll read the transcript. But Stephen A. Smith went on his podcast. He told Jaylen Brown to look in the mirror when asking why the NBA doesn't market him more and why he isn't landing major brand deals like Jason Tatum. Quote, despite your greatness, going to 6 Eastern Conference Finals, going to 2 NBA Finals, winning an Eastern Conference MVP, and winning a Finals MVP and winning a championship, while establishing yourself as one of the best two-way players in the NBA, all these endorsements going to your teammate. Why? None of those endorsements is coming to your direction to the degree that you deserve. You're talking about me, I got to deal with CarShield. Why don't you have any deal? I'm not even trying to insult you. I'm just saying, in a world of corporate America and beyond, why haven't they embraced you? You know who else has a CarShield commercial? Marcelo Meyer. It's a bad one, by the way. That one's bad. He calls him a bum. You bum. I think Stephen A is right. I think Stephen A is calling out Jaylen Brown for all the right reasons. Jaylen wants people to get... Remember Jaylen tried to say that there was a petition to get him back in the starting lineup? I looked it up. There really was one. 12 people signed the petition. Jaylen believes that the city can control decisions from the team. Well, Jaylen, since that's the case, you have a nice little contract coming up. Do you actually know the numbers of his extensions, guys? Do you guys, Street Team, any of you guys back there, do you know the number? It's 2 years, $140 million. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. Brown has 3 years left on his Supermax contract that he signed in July of 2023 for $304 million. There are no options on the deal that runs through 28-29. He is going to make next year $57.1 million. He'll make 61 the following year and just under 65 the year after that. When he'll have an extension that they can pick up for $66.85 million, which is 35% of the cap. And then the following year, $72 million, which is 36% of the cap. It's a total of $139 million. I don't know how you give max extensions to players with 3 years left on their deal. Damian Lillard got a 2-year max back in 22 before they traded him to the Bucks a year later. The Bucks ended up stretching and waiving Lillard's contract, if you remember. Devin Booker got a 2-year max extension last July at 28. He had 3 years left on his deal worth $145 million. So when you add those two up, the Suns are paying him $316 million over 5 years. That's what I think Brown wants. And I just think Brown's better than Devin Booker, by the way. But what will the Celtics do? Brad Stevens hands out extensions like candy. Right? He gave out extensions to Drew Holiday and will probably give one to Keita this year. Or did he already get one? Keita already got his, I think. Where's the urgency for the Celtics at this standpoint to do an extension beyond the next 3 years for Jaylen Brown? And there's multiple reports today that the Celtics are in no rush to offer an extension. I saw this earlier from Brian Robb. The Celtics have no urgency to give Jaylen Brown an extension this summer. I still think they should offer it to him. But in the end, we could talk about trades and where Jaylen could go and who could come back and will he be a part of this thing next year. I think they have until the trade deadline of next year to make a decision on this. Or at least hanging on to Jaylen Brown. But it's looking more and more likely as though he might be talking his way out of town. What is the relationship between him and Brad Stevens? So I do feel as though maybe they should offer him that extension. But this is a new ownership group, right? Brad was giving everybody the extension under the old ownership group. The easiest way to get under the salary cap this year or to stay under the luxury tax for the Celtics is moving on from Jaylen Brown. I don't want that necessarily. You'll never get the return. Ever. I don't know who you'll get in return. But what is it, Giannis? As Street Team Joe gives a fist pump. I saw Chris Mannix earlier today saying, do not trade them straight up. He was adamant about it. I mean, do you want to try to bring in LeBron James for a year at low money? Because that's been reported that all the teams that are out of the playoffs right now have reached out to LeBron James or his camp. Brad Stevens indicated change. Have we seen any player from the Celtics go to bat for Jaylen Brown in his comments this offseason? No. This is why I agree with Stephen A. I wonder if the Celtics are looking at that money. $139 million plus the 3 years he has left. That's a big time investment for a team with new ownership and also a player dipping into his 30s. May I remind you that Jaylen Brown, although he has the accolades that Stephen A. Smith said, has had more than multiple opportunities to carry the team on his back in the playoffs without Jason Tatum, and he's failed all 3 times. It's just a fact, everybody. You might not like hearing it, but that is a fact. And I wonder if that's where maybe Brad Stevens and ownership stand. Maybe they want to get under that luxury tax, get a little younger, build around Joe Mazzulla and Jason Tatum. I would love to see them stay together. In the end, I hope they can stay together next year. I wouldn't be surprised if they did move on from Jaylen Brown because of the money. And the money only. But if I had it my way, I want Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum on the team next year together. I just don't know how likely it is if he doesn't get the extension this offseason, and it doesn't look like they're in a rush to do so whatsoever. Your thoughts, 617-779-0985. Skaz, you have anything to add to any of that? That's a lot of money.
How do you think Jaylen Brown feels about that report?
I mean, they don't have to do it.
They don't have to, no.
No, and I just went over the only guy to get 3 years, with 3 years remaining, is Devin Booker. I would say Jaylen's better, wouldn't you?
Was Jaylen on the Olympic team?
He was not.
Was Devin Booker?
I think so.
He was.
One's 28, one will be 30.
I just wonder if you go to the negotiation table, Jaylen could say he was 6th in MVP. That's good.
That was my happiest season ever.
Blew the only 3-1 lead in the history of the Celtics. I don't know what that does for you at the negotiation table. If I'm the Celtics, I don't think I'm doing it. I don't think they need to do it right now. And with all the questions around this offseason, maybe we see a sign and trade at some point, but I think waiting right now makes the most sense. There's no rush.
Did you see this one? Kendrick Perkins shared text messages with former Celtics players about Jaylen Brown.
Oh, I'm sure that'll ingratiate you to the locker room there, sharing active players' text messages.
Claims they don't rock with Jaylen Brown after his recent comments. I got another text says, hey, JB tripping. Another text from a former Celtics player said, JB, lack of accountability. JB, guess what? It's a lot of people in the organization, a lot of former players, legends that don't agree with you, bro. This instance, I can rock with you, JB. Guess what? There's a lot of former Celtics players that are not rocking with you either. And that was on First Take today. Because, that's where we go for insights, guys. Is First Take. And
can't believe I didn't catch that one live, Joe.
Yeah. Some guy goes, hey, not to take sides, but Brown has his own 741 brand. Yes, he sent me sneakers. Thank you. Size 16s, too. I don't know why you want to tell me that, but I already knew that. But what happened with Adidas and Nike? What was all that about? I want them on the floor, I really do. But this offseason has not been a win for Jaylen Brown whatsoever. All right, well, leave it there. We'll talk with Brian Barrett of The Ringer in his podcast. And we'll have all that and more coming up next time. Joe Murray here on 98.5 The Sports Hub. right, back here on 98.5 The Sports Hub. I'm Joe Murray. A little bit of Sox, a little bit of Celtics. That's exactly what we've been doing tonight. And, why don't we go to our next guest? He does a podcast off the pike over at The Ringer. His name is Brian Barrett, and he joins us here on 98.5 The Sports Hub. Brian, how are you, sir?
I'm doing well, Joe. How are you? I'm doing a lot better than the Red Sox, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, 0-0 right now. Sonny Gray on the mound, 5 innings. Fifth inning right now. Just anything, I was reading a lot of your stats from earlier today. The Sox OBP from last year to this year, their 31 home runs are 2 less than Judge and Rice combined. Their last 2 series, they're the second worst offense in all of baseball. And Chad Durbin is the worst hitter in baseball. Am I missing anything else?
No, yeah, and the Durbin thing's fascinating because if you look at it tonight, Durbin's out of the lineup. And, of course, Chad Tracy was asked about that before the game. How long is this going to go on for? And he wasn't committal one way or the other. But I give him credit for finally, and he's barely taken over this team. I know he's been the manager for a couple of weeks now, but it's a bold move considering if you think about this is one of Breslow's big moves in the offseason is trading for Durbin. Kyle Harrison has been outstanding for Milwaukee. If you look at it in terms of WAR, Durbin's a negative player, and Kyle Harrison is 1.1 wins above replacement. So far, he's clearly lost that trade. And for Tracy to say, hey, I just can't put him in the lineup anymore, it's well-deserved. He's last in slugging percentage. As you mentioned, he's worse in OPS. And it just, I think that the Red Sox have some ownership to do with this because Durbin, he was never an elite player when you traded for him. He's a guy that struggled with bat speed. He's been in the 7th or the 8th percentile the past couple of years in bat speed. And he's never been a guy that hit for a lot of power, but he was at least an elite bat-to-ball guy last year in Milwaukee. And if you look at what they've done, it's part of this whole approach with the organization is they try to get guys to pull the ball in the air, right? And it sounds good in principle, unless the guy's 5'6" and doesn't have a legitimate power. And if you look at the numbers, it's completely backfired on him. Durbin right now has a ground ball rate that's north of 59%, which is the highest in all of Major League Baseball. And when he does hit the ball in the air, his infield fly ball percentage, so the percentage of his fly balls that are in the air, 22% of them are in the infield. So even when he tries to hit the ball in the infield, about a fifth of the time, it's going into the outfield. It's going into the infield. So the whole approach of him trying to pull the ball more and hit it in the air to the pull side, it hasn't worked. It's backfired. And actually, if you look at it, he only has 2 hits the entire year the opposite way. This is nothing like the hitter he was like in Milwaukee from a profile standpoint. And that too, he was not a great hitter in Milwaukee, but he was at least a serviceable everyday player. And right now, he looks like a guy that shouldn't even be on a major league roster. He's a great defensive player. We all acknowledge that. But right now, he's swinging the bat like a guy that should be in AAA working on things, and he does have options.
So, as you were talking, did you see what happened? I don't know if you got the game on.
Yeah, I did, yeah.
So, Masataka Yoshida is playing left tonight. Picks it up, curl hop, 1 bounce to home plate, and gets the runner out at the plate. I feel like, Abreu's done it. But wow, like I'm almost like, whoa. Like I have a whoa moment there. So I don't know. Like again, I don't love Yoshida out there, but maybe showing that he can still play the field, maybe help out his value a little bit. His numbers have gone down if you notice the more he's played.
Yeah, they've cratered, and I am somewhat sympathetic to him because he's always in and out of the lineup. It's tough to have any sort of consistency when you're in a role like Yoshida, but did have a triple earlier in this game, so got the bat going at least a little bit tonight. But I do think about it not specifically with Yoshida, but with this team in general. It is sad because they are playing really good defense overall this season. They're actually number 1 in the sport in defensive runs saved. They've been the most valuable defensive team of the entire sport. And the other component to this is they are throwing the ball well, Brian Barrett notwithstanding. If you look at the numbers coming into this game in May, they were 4th in ERA, Joe. And if you look at the teams around them, the top 7 teams in ERA in May, all of them have at least 7 wins. all but one of those teams are in double-digit wins. The Red Sox are 7-8 because of how putrid the offense has been. And that's why I keep coming back to this decision from Chad Tracy tonight. Your defense has been good enough. Try to put the best lineup in there each and every night, and at least they're trying to do this in this particular situation. But I think they're going to have to go outside of the organization and make a move to help this offense, because right now, it's just, where is the solution coming from? Those guys are not at the minor league level right now. And okay, yeah, Roman Anthony eventually when he comes back, but let's face it, he's had a subpar year in terms of what the expectations were for him coming into the year. You have two guys right now in this lineup that you can trust, and that is essentially Abreu and Contreras. Duran has had a brutal year. I know he swung the bat particularly well on Sunday, but overall, he's a guy, you look at his numbers on the season, he's in the bottom 5 in Major League Baseball in some statistical categories. So really you have two guys that you can trust. So at some point, you got to make a trade to help this lineup out, because we're in May. It's not like the season is over, especially considering where the American League is at. And I'm not saying one move is going to make this Red Sox team good, but if you're Craig Breslow, you already made the move to move on from the manager, and now you're at a situation where you're trying to save your own job, and that's why I think he should be motivated to make a move. Although I will say this too, I don't know how quickly the organization is going to be looking to move on from Breslow for a couple of reasons. We could be entering a lockout. So if you're the Red Sox, you think John Henry and company, the way they've handled this team over the past couple of years with the unknown of the lockout, are they going to fire a GM and then hire a president of baseball ops and then hire another one? So they're paying two guys? I just don't see it based on sort of what they've done recently.
Agree with you. Just one more on the Red Sox. Do you think they could just add a bat by spending money, or do you think they have to give up prospects?
Yeah, they probably have to give up prospects. The shame of this whole thing is you had ways to do this in the past and you just didn't pull the trigger. Like, for example, Duran, he had value across the league over the past couple of years, and you never pulled the trigger on him. There was a time with the team they're playing tonight, the Royals were interested. We know the Padres made multiple offers trying to get Duran there. So the problem with that is, I think at this point, Duran's value clearly based on the season that he's having, that value has gone down. You went into the season, and it wasn't just like us in the fan base, but people across the sport were puzzled at why are the Red Sox going into this season with 5 guys for 4 spots? And really, it just so happened to work out for them last year because you had injuries, right? The reason the reason it worked last year is Abreu gets hurt, and then when Abreu's making his way back, Roman Anthony gets hurt. So that's the only reason this logjam that they were in last year actually ended up working. So my problem with this, or not my problem, is it just feels like they're too late to the party when it comes to these particular moves. And we'll see, clearly you have a logjam, but how much value do any of these guys have besides the guys you want to keep, right? Like if you look at the logjam right now, the one guy that if you were looking to put on the open market right now that would get a ton of value in return is Abreu. But why? And Roman Anthony too, but obviously you already extended him. You're not trading the guy that was your number one prospect. But why would you ever trade Abreu right now? He's a back-to-back Gold Glove winner. He's a legitimate slugger that's got an OPS in the 800s. He's been consistent all season long. What's the value for Yoshida? It's not there. What's the value for Duran? It's not there. So then you have to go back to, all right, you claim you have this surplus of pitching prospects in the organization. And if you look at the rankings, out of the top 10 guys, I believe 8 of them right now are pitchers. You may have to trade out of that if you're the Red Sox to try to get some quality of bat in here. But since you have so much of the season left, Joe, and I know this team, they don't look like a legitimate contender. We can all acknowledge that. But I do think that if you don't do something here, it's going to look really bad on Breslow, because right now we're talking about by the end of the season, if this pace continues, this is going to be one of the worst lineups that we've ever seen from the Boston Red Sox. And the shame of it is the pitching is actually good enough to be competitive. And in this American League, you should be competitive with the pitching staff that you have. Just do something to get some sort of a bat in here. And the other thing I would say, too, is just play Meyer every day at shortstop now. The whole idea of, hey, we don't know when Trevor Story's going to come back. Who cares? You shouldn't be making decisions based on Trevor Story's health. He's been terrible outside of 3 months of his Red Sox career last year. From June to the end of the season, he was good. Other than that, the guy is completely overpaid. He's always injured. Why would any decision you make on Meyer, who is the 4th overall pick for you back in 2021, why would anything now that Trevor Story does impact that? Just put him at shortstop now. Because, look, he's never going to be an elite hitter, at least I don't think, in Meyer. But that's where you get the value of him playing shortstop every day, the most important defensive position.
I agree with you 1,000% on that one. All right, well, we'll table the Red Sox stuff because it makes us all aggravated. But how about Jaylen Brown and Stephen A. Smith? I am Team Stephen A. I don't think you ever win when you call out the media for journalism. Brian, I am not a journalist. I am not a reporter. I sit in front of a microphone and I spew opinions all night. So Stephen A. gets paid a lot of money to do that. He's not a journalist. He was. He's not. I feel like Jaylen needs to really just get off social media this offseason. Your thoughts?
Well, first of all, I want to go back to like the origins of this in terms of the stream. By the way, Wilson Contreras just hit a 2-run home run.
It was very far.
Yeah.
He owns Lugo, by the way.
Oh, I wish I knew that before the game. I would have put that in for any time. I hit a nice one.
I took a Jaron Duran anytime stolen base today for $500, almost $600.
Okay, I like it. I hit a nice home run parlay last week. Ohtani and Langeliers on what was that, Tuesday night? But anyway, getting back to the Jaylen stuff with him specifically, like this whole thing started on the stream. Correct me if I'm wrong, is because the most criticism he took for that stream was, first of all, it was the offensive foul thing, which clearly he uses his off arm every time he drives to the basket. And yes, other guys use it too, but Jaylen's is incredibly demonstrative. So that was one thing that he was arguing about. And the other thing was backing up his opinion that this was his favorite season when his team blew a 3-1 lead. And I understand that he was saying this all season long. He said it on multiple occasions. But the problem is you don't want to, as Jaylen said, double up and triple up on that comment after you lose in the first round, something that this organization has never done. So all this back and forth between Stephen A. Smith and Jaylen Brown all comes from that. And I know that they had issues in the past, but it's all because of that. And Jaylen's going through all the takes that Stephen A. Smith had last week about him. And I really don't know where Stephen A. Smith was going with some of the stuff that he said. When he talked about, do you want me to get into Jaylen's relationship with the city, how Jason Tatum feels about him, how the locker room feels about him? Well, dude, if you actually have information on how Jason Tatum really feels about Jaylen Brown or how the locker room or the organization feels on him, then yeah, you should be saying that, because I quite frankly don't believe he has information on that, on those particular things. So I thought it was a really weird thing from him. On his podcast, he was talking about the fact that, and I don't want to name the place, I don't want to give them free advertisement, but one of his endorsement deals, one of his advertisers, he was talking about, well, I get this, how come you don't have things? And I don't even know, like, the criticism of Jaylen with the endorsements, like, wasn't the whole idea that he didn't want to go with Nike? Like, Nike actually offered him something. He wanted to create his own brand. He does have the Oakley thing. He had a commercial that was running throughout the postseason, which is obviously one that is identified by the NBA because it's a commercial that's playing over and over again during NBA games. Like, you don't see it outside of that. So I thought that was just weird that he's like, Stephen A. Smith was saying, hey, you don't want me to go there. You don't want me to. I'm like, okay, dude, like, didn't you already make these arguments like years ago? Now we're bringing those up. So I thought it was just weird the way this keeps going on. But the one thing I keep coming back to is, why is Jaylen doing this? Dude, nobody's happy that you blew a 3-1 series lead. Nobody in the fan base is happy with the result. The guy running the team was up there after you lost talking about how the team wasn't good enough. He's clearly irritated. You're going on a different podcast with Grant Williams and Andre Iguodala talking about this whole thing about Brad not wanting to play you in 2019, put you back in the starting lineup. Not to mention, when Jaylen was outlining that, it wasn't even historically accurate what he was saying. He was essentially saying that the petition happened so that he could start over Gordon Hayward. That's never what happened. What happened that particular season, Jaylen missed like 3 games. He was dealing, I think it was labeled Achilles tendinopathy. So Marcus Smart and Marcus Morris were then starting over Gordon Hayward and Jaylen Brown when Jaylen came back from the injury. The reason Jaylen Brown in the 2019 playoffs was starting again is because Smart missed the first 8 games. It had nothing to do with Gordon Hayward. Yes. And if I was the guy running the team in Brad Stevens, I would be pretty aggravated that Jaylen is now first of all, Brad had to answer questions about him at the press conference because of stuff that Jaylen said and because of stuff that Tracy McGrady tried to say that he didn't say. And it's just, he was observing his body language, which is like, how could you know about deep-seated issues just by looking at the guy's body language? And we all know that you're his mentor. And then going back to what I was saying earlier, how would you feel if you're Brad Stevens? This guy's making up a story about something that happened in 2019. Like, does Jaylen not think we all have access to the internet, or we have no memories? Like, We all remember what happened that season. And look, people were upset in the organization about Gordon Hayward. They felt like he was getting preferential treatment because he played for Brad. I partially think it's because they gave him all that money in free agency, and they're trying to get his confidence coming back from a broken leg. But that's not why Jaylen wasn't starting. Marcus Smart and Marcus Morris were starting, and Gordon Hayward and Jaylen weren't by the end of the season.
Not to mention that Gordon Hayward's the only one that could shoot during the zone, remember? And was that the game 6 against the Heat that I remember back then? I don't know. Whatever. A lot of it doesn't sound right, and I agree with you. I guess the big question here, Brian, is this extension. Do you think that the Celtics should give him the extension? And, I mean, if they wait, will that insult Jaylen Brown?
If it does, I don't know how you can avoid that from a Celtics perspective, because just from a pure business standpoint, it makes absolutely no sense that the Celtics would offer Jaylen that 2-year extension. He's already signed up for the next 3 years. So we're talking about by that time, like based on sort of the escalators in his contract, he would be making what? Like between $65 and $70 million in his 34 and 35-year-old season. Why would you even offer that if you're the Celtics, especially considering the fact that, as you mentioned, like if you do want to move Jaylen, having those 2 years at 34 and 35, that actually hurts your leverage. And obviously, if you're doing that this offseason, you don't plan on trading him. But I just don't understand why you would want to sign up a guy for 34 and 35. Yeah, he had a great season this year. Nobody's disputing that. But he also did not have a good playoffs. He had a bad series against Philadelphia. There's no way around it. The guy finished the postseason with more turnovers than he had assists. Like, that's not nearly good enough. And I'm not paying this guy or committing to paying this guy when he's 34. And look, if it's Giannis in terms of what you were asking about in the trade, I'm doing that in a second, because I think what we've realized now in this league, or at least the Celtics have specifically, you can no longer, like ordinarily I would not want to trade down in years where a guy's going into his 30-year-old season compared to Giannis going into his 32-year-old season. And Giannis has had 4 calf issues in the last 18 months. Like, that is definitely concerning. But if you're just looking at it from a talent perspective, Giannis is unequivocally a better player than Jaylen Brown. And you had Brad Stevens reference dunks and shots at the rim. Giannis multiple times in his career has led the NBA in dunks. He was in the top 10 this year, and he played like 30-something games. So he is a dominant rim presence if you are able to acquire him. And what we know about this team is if you just bring Jaylen Brown back with Jason Tatum based on the team that's around him right now, I don't think it's good enough to win a championship. They're not as good as the New York Knicks right now. Never mind what you have out west with the series that's about to get underway with the Thunder in Oklahoma City. So if you have a chance to upgrade the talent, you can only look at this in 2 to 3 year windows. Just think about the team we just watched win a championship in 2014. Drew is gone. Cornette is gone. Al is gone. Porzingis is gone. In this new era of the CBA with the second aprons, because it's not just about money. The punishments are punitive to the point you get draft picks frozen. Hey, if you want to trade one of your guys, if you're in the second apron, you can't put multiple contracts together. It only has to be a player-for-player situation. So I think you can only look, if you're the Thunder and the Spurs, yeah, it's different because you have all these young guys. Some of them, like, for example, the Spurs guys aren't even on their second contracts yet. And the OKC guys, their second contracts, Chet and Jalen Williams, it doesn't kick in until next season. So, yeah, they have the luxury with that. With the Celtics, they really didn't. So if it's me and I'm looking at this, hey, Jason Tatum's in his prime. If I can get an upgrade over Jaylen Brown, and that's exactly what Giannis is, I know there's risk with the injury, I would take it, because this current core we just found out, and Brad basically told us, referencing the fact they were 3-11 against the top teams in the league, I would upgrade the roster if I had that opportunity.
Yeah, Chris Mannix today was like, nope, wouldn't do it. It'd be horrendously bad. I think about Giannis at times. Just to throw it out there, do you think the Celtics would ever consider, or how about this, would LeBron ever consider the Celtics at low money?
I just can't see it. Like, he doesn't like the Celtics, and so he would have to come here essentially for like a veteran's minimum if he was going to sign with the Celtics. Why would he do that? And by the way, I'm not the biggest LeBron guy in the world to begin with, but if you're LeBron James, I still believe, like, based on what we saw in the postseason, he can't do it every night, but I mean, he's conservatively still a top 25 player in the league. why is he the guy that has to take a pay cut at this point in his career? Like, I would be mad about that too. Like, if you're looking at, and I get it, it's an age thing based on what's going on there in LA. Like, Austin Reeves is doing extension and all that. But if you're LeBron, you're like, wait, hold on. I was the guy that was healthy. I was actually the only one that was healthy for my team. But from a Celtics perspective, I don't want any part of LeBron. It's just going to become too much about LeBron if he comes here. And by the way, going back to your question, why would he come here? He doesn't like the team. His whole setup is based in LA right now. I guess if he would go anywhere, it would be Cleveland, right? Like, say Cleveland loses 4-1 to the Knicks or something, or gets swept by the Knicks. Maybe he can be like a hero going back home for the next, or maybe the final season of his career. I could see that. But coming to the Celtics, I couldn't see. The only other team that would make sense would be like Golden State. The boss, Bill Simmons, has talked about this. Just like get all those old guys together. They already have Steph Curry and Draymond Green. They already have Al Horford there, right? Like, you just go out and get all the old guys and just, be like a massive story in the NBA. Probably not winning anything significant, but get all those guys together from Team USA. Maybe somehow get Durant to go over there.
Well, I would do a Car Shield commercial if they paid me.
Oh, yeah. I get nothing against him saying that, but it's just weird that he's referencing how he has that endorsement and Jaylen doesn't.
You won't see me brag about that one. But, hey, Marcelo Meyer has one, too. You ever see that?
Yeah, he does. Very weird one, I would say.
Yeah, you bum. That's all I know that he says, because he's reading it from a card from the side.
You know that I know that you live in your mother's basement. Isn't that what he says? Something like that?
It's really bad.
And they're like random guys too. Like I saw one the other day. I forget who it was. Oh, was it? Yeah, Nick York, I think, was in one.
Wow. I know the Frank Thomas one. She'll like it too. I think.
That's a good one.
Doug Flutie in that one too, I think.
Yeah, Doug Flutie's in that one. Do you remember when Frank Thomas used to do the show with Ortiz, and Ortiz put vodka in his water?
Yeah. I love that.
It's an all-time prank.
It's a great one. What else you got going on over at the Ringer and the Off the Pike podcast?
Going up from yesterday, a lot of Red Sox with my buddy Ann Kundle from Baseball America. We're doing some Pat stuff this week, too. Probably do some Jaylen tomorrow. We're recording a pod tomorrow, but we'll probably do some Jaylen stuff, obviously. But want to get into some Patriots stuff here. Is now we officially get the schedule. Not that we didn't know what the schedule was, but that Seahawks opener, Joe. I'm telling you, the NFL, they're playing the Patriots up as a villain again. It doesn't make sense for them to play that game because the Rams obviously are their huge rival in the division. They just played the NFC Championship. Nobody across the NFL landscape, like fans, are craving for a rematch of the Super Bowl. The game stunk. It wasn't a good football game. This is not like a classic, like if the Seahawks and the Patriots played the following season after the 14th Super Bowl. Yeah, that would make sense because of the whole drama with Marshawn Lynch, Pete Carroll, etc. But this one nobody wants. That's why I think, hey, they're going to play up the Vrabel thing. The Patriots being the villains, get the Patriots on the huge game to open up this season. I really think that if you look at where this league's at, who's the villain in the NFL right now? It's certainly not the Chiefs. Travis Kelce's about to marry Taylor Swift. Everybody now, like the Seahawks, who just won the Super Bowl. How can you hate that team? They got Sam Darnold, who was a cast-off in like 3 different places. I mean, the Vikings thought they had a better chance with J.J. McCarthy, right? So nobody believed in that guy. Think about the Bills. They're the lovable losers in the NFL, just like they were again in the 90s. The Ravens haven't made deep enough playoff runs to despise them. Joe Burrow and the Bengals, it's like a sad situation there that he can't stay healthy and they just can't get over the hump. Like, who's hateable in the NFL right now? The only team can be the Patriots. I mean, people don't want to see the Patriots good again. And now they get this Vrabel situation. It kind of works out perfectly for the NFL to sort of pencil the Patriots in as the villains of the league because they're actually good again.
All right. We'll leave it there. I saw Jim Rome said the same thing you just did, too. So
he did.
People are feeling it. They're thinking that it's all a ratings thing, which I'm sure it is. All right, Brian. Appreciate you, my man. Thank you. We knocked out we did everything except for the Bruins, which we don't have to do, but Montreal's up 2-0.
Oh, they are? I didn't see that yet. I got the basketball on the other TV.
And then, no De'Aaron Fox tonight, so.
Yeah, some injury luck. That's the NBA playoffs now, man. It's who's the healthiest.
And home court does not matter anymore.
No, not after that Cavs game. Holy crap.
Yeah. All right, Brian. Appreciate you, man. We'll catch up soon.
All right, Joe. Have a good one.
You got it. It's Brian Barrett of The Ringer. Check out his podcast. Off the Pike. Does a good job. Stat guy. And he's watching basketball in the Spurs. I'll tell you the score right now in Sports of Headlines.
Hub headlines.
here on 98.5 The Sports Hub. Thanks to Brian Barrett joining us. Good stuff. I just ate my my other sub, courtesy of Dawson's uncle tonight. It's Dawson's last night. What is it called? Buccieri's? Buccieri's? Buccieri's. And I see the new shirt. It's in Chelsea, Mass. I had a meatball with cheese and some sort of chipotle chicken with bacon that was really, really good. So thank you, Dawson. How are you tonight?
I'm good, Joe. Last night.
How you feeling?
Feeling good. Feeling good.
Yeah. I mean, all you guys are around anyways.
Yeah.
You know?
This won't be the last time I'm here.
I doubt it will be.
No.
I mean, I still see, I can't get rid of Josh. And you guys do podcasts together, right?
Yep. Well, I'll be taking over the Patriots Power Hour next year.
Oh! Live from Gillette?
Yeah. We'll be back there.
Super cherries, huh?
Yep.
Did I say it right?
Buccieri's.
Buccieri's. Like Cheerios.
Yes.
Buccieri's. My sub was great. Meatballs were fantastic. Soft.
Yeah, I don't know which one's my favorite, the chicken parm or the chipotle one that you just mentioned. Those are my two go-tos.
I think it's on a Panadosi roll, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Street Team Joe's full. I mean, he's happy. Skaz got a sub with no cheese, so I think that made him happy. And, well, that makes me happy. Hey, did you see that Theo Epstein is going to be doing an interview tomorrow?
On Nesson?
Nope. He'll be on Foul Territory tomorrow.
Oh, with Brzezinski and them?
I believe so. Now it's not available anymore, Skaz. What happened?
Why is he not coming on Nesson, Joe?
Well, I don't know.
He is a member of the organization, right?
He is a member of the organization. I don't know why. I mean, Boston's entered the chat. We had Lou Merlone on today.
You guys talk Sox, right?
Yeah, we had Lou Merlone live from Kansas City today. Who else do we have? Lenny DiNardo tomorrow. We had Manny Del Carmen in studio today, who's, by the way, going to be in with us next week.
I heard that, yes.
We're going to have Sammy P in studio this week.
What if I told you that Theo Epstein was also making a podcast appearance tonight?
Where?
Well, Joe, the Dirt from the Dugout podcast, the parent Dugout for our conversation with Theo Epstein, hosted weekly by Carl Ravitch and Justin Mousel.
Ooh, ESPN guy.
So Theo Epstein doing a little bit of media tour this week. Well, now, I don't work for Nesson, so I have no idea what this could be for, Joe. But why do you think Theo Epstein is doing a podcast tonight? Now, the Foul Territory tweet has been deleted, Joe. If you want to get the sniffer out on that one.
I know.
They tweeted
Which
he
is
was
probably
gonna
why
be on.
Dawson didn't see it.
Yes.
Did not see it.
It has been deleted. So, Joe, what's your sniffer telling you about Theo Epstein coming out of the woodwork here?
I think he's going to be in charge of finding the next general manager of the Red Sox.
And now, why wasn't he in charge of that the last time they needed
he wasn't
a general
part
manager?
of the organization yet.
So now, when they fired the coach, why didn't they just blow the manager out too?
Well, they needed someone to run the team, and now they'll need a fall guy when they fire him, and then hire a new general manager next year to hire their own manager. I think Theo's going to hire the next general manager and the next manager, or let the general manager hire the next manager. At least that's what the sniffer is never wrong. Let's just say the sniffer has a high percentage. Speaking of that, well, here goes 3-0 lead, the hardest lead to hold in sports. Next, we will do in or out. We'll invite Street Team Joe, and we'll invite Dawson on his last night wherever he went. Maybe he's taking one last lap. I remember my last internship, my last day of my internship in 2007. I ended up getting a job. $10 an hour. You can run the board. Yes. Is it better these days, Joe? And then when I went to ESPN 890, it was $8 an hour. And I was like, woof. Yep. Radio, everybody. Yeah. Yeah. All right, we'll do in or out. We'll do it next here on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
More Joe Murray coming up on the Sports Hub. Hub headlines.
Red Sox lead 3-1 right now. Bottom of the 7th inning. Sonny Gray's day is over. He did well. 6 innings, 5 hits, 1 walk, 9 strikeouts. Justin Slayton's in the game right now. And it looks like he's in a little bit of trouble. We'll keep you posted on that. The Spurs lead the Thunder 27-25 in the first quarter. No De'Aaron Fox. And hey, Montreal is up 2-0. And midway through the second period. Headlines are brought to you by Super Service Today. Upgrade your home with an electric heat pump system from Super Service Today. Stay cool this summer, warm all winter. Save on energy costs while reducing your carbon footprint. For a free estimate, visit superservicetoday.com. I'm Joe Murray.
Listen to it, laugh at it, get mad at it, agree with it, argue about it. It is Boston Sports. Boston Sports. And it is all we do. 98.5, the Sports Hub.
What's it gonna be, McFly? Are you in or out?
Are you in or out? Gotta know without a doubt. I'm the one you need for a dirty deed. I'm the best. Success is...
Say to Joe that you should be in studio and let him run the board.
Yeah, we can do that at some point tonight.
So, although we're doing in or out, and guess what? You're running the board and he's in studio.
Yes.
So maybe a mixed cross-up.
I did offer up my services.
Okay. And you did curate.
Yes. Maybe he doesn't trust me yet. I don't think.
Turn this mic. Talk into this diamond here. It's this thing. It's loose. Under here, it is loose. But
Is that better?
Yeah, way better. Dawson, you learned that, right? Talk right into the thing. Mm-hmm. Talk right into it. That thing moves around.
Is this where Zoe sits?
Yes, of course.
I'm used to him talking.
But I think Zoe's like, sometimes you just got to get under center when you're at the goal line. And he just like grabs it like this, you know?
Swinging the arm around all the time. Soups, the best in Chelsea.
They make desserts too. No, I'm just curious.
I mean, they got the cookies, brownies at the checkout.
I like
you know,
that. I
yeah.
like those. Well, thank you to Mr. Bucheri.
That meatball sub was dynamite.
I ate it before I even got on the air.
That thing was gone quick.
It was gone very fast. All right, Skaz, what do we got tonight, bud?
All right, gentlemen, a Monday night edition of In or Out, May 18th already. We'll head up to Worcester. For this first one. We'll head up to Polar Park. They've been doing battle burgers most of the season, every week. This week's battle burger is the Garbage Plate Burger, inspired by the Rochester Classic. This burger features an 8-ounce all-beef patty, American cheese, house-made macaroni salad, and meat.
Macaroni salad.
Not a Mac salad guy.
I don't love it. I'll eat it though. It's cold.
You're not a mayo guy?
I'm a mayo guy.
Oh, I'm surprised you don't like Mac salad. Then.
This is basically a burger with mac and cheese and sloppy Joe. Would you say?
But I'd say Mac salad isn't as good as...
It's not.
And then you throw the meat sauce onto it. It's kind of a weird, hot, cold...
The meat sauce is the sloppy Joe.
Yeah.
A lot going on here.
Yeah, I think there's too much going on.
I'm going to tell you. Would I eat this? Yes. Do I want to eat this? No. I'm out.
I went to Polar Park.
Max 2 are very good. Better than some brands.
Oh, the off-brand Oreos?
Yeah, I've had the Trader Joe Oreo
Do you want to
type.
know what they make best? Have you guys ever had the frozen chocolate-covered bananas?
Yes.
I've not.
Yes, those are delicious.
Elite.
Okay.
Like you said, they have a good Chinese food, frozen food section too.
You can get
Oh yeah, I've heard the orange chicken, the frozen orange chicken is great.
That. Oh yeah. Get dumplings, dumpling daughter, friends over there. Go
You think
check
we
them
could
out.
get Trader Joe's to sponsor your show?
No.
No,
they're corporate.
Oh, okay.
They probably have some sort of agency that decides who they want to cater to. Do you think my audience likes Trader Joe's? Be honest. I mean, we do, but do you think they... Actually, we'd be the audience to advertise.
That's what I'm saying. I think your audience would love Trader Joe's.
To be honest, they already have their everyday shopper, right?
Oh yeah, whoever.
I used to call them crunchy people. I won't say that anymore.
Whoever their marketing team is, they're doing a good job.
Yeah,
Because it's packed every time. You're in
But
there.
imagine getting a bunch of guys who are slops.
Yeah.
Who like eat fast food every day.
Yeah.
That's
There's a
who
market
they,
that.
That's
yeah,
who they should like for not to be a competitor here, but Whole Foods, incredible if you really go in there.
Mm-hmm.
But I used to think it was all healthy. That's why I never went in.
You ever hit the one in Swampscott?
That parking lot sucks.
The worst parking lot in America. Literally.
That's
is.
why I don't go there.
There's a Market Basket parking lot in Bellingham that would give it a run for its money, but I hate to interrupt.
I've been in that one too, guys. That one sucks too.
Very bad. I hate to interrupt this supermarket talk, gentlemen, but we must continue. We must.
Okay, sorry.
No apologies needed. Are we familiar with the Oura Ring, gentlemen?
Yes.
No.
Joe's?
No clue what that is.
I don't think so.
Okay, so the Oura Ring is basically like a ring people wear that tracks their breathing and their sleep and their heart. And
Okay,
it tracks everything.
I know people who wear like watches like that.
Basically, same
like Whoop
thing.
or whatever.
Yeah, same idea, but it's a ring. Well, because everything is now for our animals as well, meet the Oura Ring for dogs.
Whoa!
I use it to track my dog's barks, body, and health. The Fi Now Series 3+ Smart Dog Tracker Collar is available for $99 on Amazon. It monitors health, sleep, and behavioral patterns. Gentlemen, are we in or out on an Oura Ring for our dogs?
You know what? I'm in on this. You ever wonder why the dog's crying or what's wrong? It looks at you and it's dude, what's going on? Do you think the Oura Ring could pick up anything?
100%, I think
Like,
so.
how do I know if a dog's constipated?
Check the Oura Ring.
I mean, there's a couple ways, but yeah.
How do I know if the dog has diarrhea? How do I know if the dog gets its heart rate up when it sleeps?
You don't until you get the Oura Ring.
When they cry in their sleep, when you're like, what's going on in there? Or you ever see them running and kicking their legs while they're sleeping?
Sometimes
like chasing something down.
Sometimes they make noises in their sleep,
Yeah,
like a little bark.
Yeah. And it's like, dude, you all right? They look at you like, why'd you wake me up?
I'm in on this.
I'm in.
Any way that you can track your animal's health, I feel like that's just not a thing that can happen.
Do they have them for horses? Yes.
that I don't know. You would need a much bigger collar, I would imagine.
So what, they don't have saddles that do that?
Maybe. There's an idea for you. Street Team Joe, get on that
Joe,
one.
maybe we could make a new
The market there.
We could call it the top 5. I don't know. What's another word for aura? We had another kid that Kevin. Remember Kevin, our old intern?
How could I forget?
That dude would like just. He was like, "Yeah, it's just got an aura."
He'd like to
Aura
say
about it.
aura, yeah.
Just aura everything. We have a new intern called Aurora. I don't know if that
Tomorrow? Is it new
You
intern
met
start
her today.
tomorrow? Oh, yeah. Yeah,
The
she
one
was
who
really
goes to
nice.
the same
Brian,
college
yeah.
that you go to?
Yeah.
Jay Stu was like, "Get out of my office."
Yeah, I was talking a little too loud about Bryant College. Sorry, Jay Stu.
You didn't even say your own college's name correctly. Bryant College?
Yeah, bro, Bryant
University.
To you, be you. All right, Scott, what else we have?
All right, gentlemen, we have a couple Celtics fans in the studio. Are we familiar with Yam Madar?
Yam
Madar.
Yeah.
Drafted by the Boston Celtics, I believe, 5, 6, 7 years ago.
2020.
Is he still on the books?
Well, Joe, he's going to be 26 in December, and guess where he's playing next season? He was given $5 million to go to LSU. Gentlemen, are we in or out on 26-year-olds that were drafted into the NBA playing in college?
This should not be allowed.
No, I'm
This
out.
should not be allowed. Skaz, we have to find an age
Okay.
where you're cut off.
Some of these I do feel like I'm in. Yam Madar's a pro.
He's been playing pro for
He's a professional basketball
since he was 18 years old. He's been in the pro leagues.
Yeah. I'm out on this one because, okay, let's say someone like, I'm trying to, like some G Leaguer that never got invited to the draft, who had a cup of coffee in the G League.
Mac McClung?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Skaz.
See, the thing is, Mac McClung has also played professional basketball. So
And he played 4 years of
But I'm
college.
talking like a dude that maybe like played football in college but wanted to try out for the NBA and was in the G League and then had eligibility left and went back to some school. I can see that. But Yamadar's been a pro. Out.
I don't get how it works because, like, I mean, playing golf at Dean, like, they have us go through these compliance meetings, and, like, one of the biggest things is, like, you have never been paid to play your sport, and, like, Yamadar's been getting paid since he was a teenager playing basketball, so I don't understand how that's within the NCAA's rules.
Who's the basketball player that threw the soup? Remember he played for the Cavs with LeBron?
J.R. Smith?
Yeah, J.R. Smith, if you remember, went to Louisville? Some school. And then when he retired, he became a student and played college golf.
Yeah, at North Carolina A&M
recently
or something
graduated,
like that.
I believe.
And he's graduated. Hated it. But I had no problem with it because it was a different sport. Like, who's the guy? Was it Ron Paulus? No, who am I thinking
Greg
of?
Paulus.
Greg Paulus.
Quarterback and point guard. Syracuse and Duke.
Played point guard at Syracuse, and then ended up becoming a quarterback at Duke.
Yeah.
Didn't Indiana's football team have a bunch of 24-year-olds on it?
Well, they were all transferred. So Cignetti was in
JMU.
Yeah, it was, but JMU was a part of 1AA at the time, I believe, or
FCS.
FCS, excuse me. And he brought a lot of those players over, but this year, a lot of the guys that they played, Surratt and their running back, they were 20, more like 20s, early 20s.
Yeah.
But again, Baylor Shireman played at South Dakota State, was quarterback. South Dakota left there, went to Creighton, and was Big East Player of the Year. Now he's a 25-year-old in the NBA. He plays because his age. Like, how old's Ugo? 19?
19.
You notice the difference between the two of them?
Yeah. It seems unfair. 26-years going up against 18-year-olds.
But that's
the landscape of college sports at this point.
Back in the day, like when I played, there was no prep school. You could go to prep school, but you like only went back 1 year because you used to get 6 years of eligibility. And that's now guys are using it. Some get the injury year. Wasn't there a tight end that like played 9 years of college football recently?
It was like Cam Rising or something like, or not?
Quarterback. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Tough. Yep, Cam Rising.
There was a tight end too, though. I can't think of his name.
How about quarterback?
Well, remember Brandon Whedon was like 27.
Oh yeah, Brandon Whedon played for the Yankees and then went back to college. No. Who was I just thinking of?
The tight end, 9 years.
No, not that one. Case Keenum.
Mm-hmm.
He played 7 years of college football because he had 2 medical seasons, and he's still in the NFL. I think is he with the Texans?
That might have been where is he still there?
No, I think he was the back. Oh no, it was no, he was there. No, who's the guy that used to be the Texans quarterback? Played a couple of games when C.J. Stroud got hurt.
Davis Mills?
Yeah, him.
Yeah.
The long neck guy.
Yeah. Well, no, the long neck guy is Glennon.
Oh, yeah.
You ever looked up Mike Glennon's
Glennon?
neck?
Yeah.
That guy's got a thick neck or a long neck. And anything else tonight's guys?
So you guys are out on
yes.
Oh yeah.
Long story short, we're out.
Just making sure. Just circling back. Yeah, gentlemen, we got a couple more. Why not? Even though I should have hit the
Here's the song.
Yes, gentlemen. M&M has released their contest winners for their 2 newest flavors. Are we in or out on lemon meringue pie flavored M&Ms?
That's the best they could come up with.
Well, hold on. There's 2 new flavors. That's the first one.
I actually had these in New York. I went to that big M&M store. We had those ones. They were pretty good. I'm in on them. It's different. It's not your typical M&M.
Remember the peanut butter and jelly ones you gave me?
I thought those were good.
They're fine. Yeah.
No, I mean,
I like lemon meringue pie too. Just so you know,
I'm out on most lemon stuff. Unfortunately, even the PB&J ones, I would never get. Most of these new M&M flavors.
Tostito Limon.
What's that?
It's like a lime.
The hint of lime ones?
Hint of lime.
Oh,
Those
the
are the
Tostitos with the hint of lime. Yeah, those are good. But that's not lemon.
That's true.
Like a lemon
and
chip.
lime.
Yeah.
Sometimes I cross those over.
So I think I am out on most things lemon, except I give Skaz my yellow Starburst, so he can account for this.
Yes, gentlemen. So those are coming spring 2027, but coming later this year in fall of 2026, M&M's announced a new peanut butter cinnamon roll flavored M&M.
In. I love peanut butter, love cinnamon rolls. I don't know how this can be messed up.
Continuing my New York story, so they basically had the 4 flavors that were the finalists laid out in the stores to buy. I bought both the lemon and the cinnamon roll ones, the peanut butter cinnamon rolls. Peanut butter cinnamon roll is the best M&M I've had, bar none. So I'm super in on these. I actually
peanut butter cinnamon roll.
Yeah, in. That's a strong in.
They I actually voted for it in the M&M store. Like they had the voting up. I instantly voted for those.
What were the other 2?
Like cherry chocolate pie or something like that was another one. I can't remember the 4th. There was 4 though.
Have you guys ever seen the movie Back to School?
No.
With Rodney Dangerfield.
Oh yeah, Norm, right? It's Norm.
But he would have never been able to do the little flip off the diving board if he couldn't go back with eligibility. Did you ever see the movie Necessary Roughness? It's a movie with Scott Bakula as a quarterback. Kathy Ireland is the kicker.
Joe, I'm guessing they don't know who either of those people are.
Toss around. You're like,
saying names right
You
now.
guys know who Rob Schneider is?
Yes.
He was,
Bench warmers.
Yeah, he's the PA guy in this one. How about Sinbad?
I've heard the name. I wouldn't be able to pick his face
He's
out of the group.
from Jingle All the Way.
Yep, that's him.
Nice,
yeah,
Joe.
Yeah, you didn't think I had that pull in me,
What
did
a
you,
pull.
Skaz?
He was a pretty famous.
Yeah,
80s.
Turbo Man.
Yeah, remember him and Arnold? Was
Yeah, they were fighting over the
Christmas present.
Turbo Man.
and they went to a radio station.
They did, yeah.
Remember
Caller
they
number
wanted-
10. Caller number 10. Yes. Sinbad brings in the. I can't.
That's
I don't know
Phil
if I should
Hartman,
say
right?
That is Phil Hartman.
Yeah.
You're right. Well, anyways, Necessary Roughness, decent film.
Sure.
Yeah, and it's a sports movie
How do we get here from M&M's?
because I was thinking about
No, he's stuck on college eligibility.
The cherry chocolate M&Ms.
Hooch
do
also
sound
texted
good.
me about Rodney Dangerfield, and now I'm thinking about it.
Street Team Joe is stuck on the M&Ms, and the other Joe is stuck on college eligibility.
And Ryan in our Twitter says the Trader Joe's frozen section deserves its praise. Orange chicken steamed pork buns
Yes.
are a must. Also, chocolate covered graham crackers with sea salt are a must try.
Never had
Check
those.
those out.
Thank you.
All right, gentlemen, we'll wrap up with this one tonight. It is summertime rapidly approaching. It is hot dog season, and our friends over at Spam are getting in on the game. A new Spam hot dog coming from the people over at Spam. The company describes the Spam dog as a reimagination of the classic hot dog, bringing Spam flavor to a new format. Are we in or out on the Spam hot dog?
And you know why? If you give it to me, I'm going to eat it anyways.
Should I know what a Spam hot dog
Do you know what
will-
Spam is?
You know, the spray. Oh, that's Pam.
No, that's Pam. Same company.
You thought it was a Pam hot dog, like a spray hot dog?
No, I know it's just the same company.
For
you
some
know?
reason, Spam is cheap ham. I don't want to call it cheap ham.
Pork,
Spam is pork in a can.
So this would be a hot dog in a can?
No.
No, it would be the Spam rolled as a hot dog.
Oh, that sounds kind
I
of.
assume.
That doesn't sound too good, does
Yeah,
it?
but what hot dogs are bologna anyway?
I was gonna say, how much different could that even taste from a hot? Like, if you line them up in front of us, how much of a difference would there really be?
I don't think you would know.
No, I don't think so either.
Well, gentlemen, there's only one way to find out. Looks like we'll be doing a Spam dog taste test
dude, you
live on
wouldn't-
air.
You wouldn't even know it's just a hot dog. Now, I used to put cheese on my hot dogs and wrap them.
Melted cheese?
Microwave, though, they got exploded. What do you prefer? A boiled hot dog or a grilled hot dog?
Grilled.
Yeah, it's grilled. Come on.
But isn't Coney Island the boiled ones?
I love a good boiled dog.
Coney Island is a boiled
I mean, there's
one,
no
right?
way to go wrong.
Dude, hot dogs and beans with some fat.
I would normally say grilled, but the Coney Island dog might be my favorite.
I like a steamed dog.
Jaron Duran on first base.
Fenway Franks are steamed dogs.
Yeah, those are.
I believe Dodger dogs as well. I could be wrong.
Have you guys been to Fenway yet this year? Dawson, I know.
No, I haven't. I haven't been there
I
once.
have not.
No.
I was hoping maybe someone over at Nesson would, reach out or something. But who knows? You never know.
Yeah, we never made it to the Celtics game, so maybe we'll get a Red Sox
full
game.
transparency. If I go to Fenway, I'm not going to the seats.
You gonna hang out in the Aura Club?
I'll call our buddy Anthony. Yes, we'll hang out in the Aura Club, or we'll go to what is it called? Royal Rooters Club.
So yeah, Pavilion's nice over there. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they got a nice Legends section up there.
Yep.
You know what? I have no clue how to get tickets at that place.
Like in the suites, or do you mean the Fenway?
No, like in Nesson. If I'm like, hey, can I get paid to hang up?
That laugh he had was hysterical.
It was almost like your friend Sarah.
Yeah.
When we mentioned Tahiti.
Yeah, he's like,
You hung out with Sarah this weekend.
Yeah,
huh?
we went to your place, Pleasant Cafe,
Pleasant
Joe.
Cafe in Rossi, baby.
It was really good. We had eggplant sausage pizza and pepperoni. We got them both well done, and it was a very crispy undercarriage. Toppings were great. Cheese was great. I like the sauce. Crust was.
You know what I think?
Good.
I think it's a little outdated.
Oh, inside?
But I think,
or the pizza?
I think people not from there though love that ambiance.
Yeah,
Like how
you get.
old it
I
is
didn't.
and
It was. I thought it was like kind of a cool vibe. But you're right. The people from there, Sarah was just like, it's really
Oh
bad. in there.
yeah. Like me, I'm like, dude, don't eat it.
Yeah, don't eat in there.
That's a
But
thing.
I went in, I was like, oh, this is cool. Italian.
It's know what it is? It's definitely Irish people who run a pizza joint.
Yeah.
I don't know how else to explain.
It does kind of. Yeah, it wasn't like an Italian.
There was definitely no Italians in there.
They had a pot roast dinner, a special, and I was like tempted to stray away.
But were you here last week when I talked about the pot roast sub?
No.
Yeah. So get a roll and just pot roast straight in it. Would you do it? In or out?
Oh yeah.
In, right?
Could we put potatoes in there too? Like
You do it as a pot roast. That's what you
roasted
do.
potatoes, carrots.
So the way I knew how to do a pot roast was with a bag. You ever do it with the bag? So you boil the bag, or I can't remember if you boiled it or ovened it. Oh no, I think I boiled the bag but cooked the meat is what I think I did.
Like a sous vide almost, or
Yes.
like
Yes. I used to hang out on Sydney Street back in the day.
Were you a Bulldogs guy?
I used to play in the baseball league in Savin Hill.
What's a Bulldogs guy?
Yeah, why?
I knew that guy was a local Dorchester guy.
It's a great laugh.
Have you been to Pleasant Cafe, Dawson?
I have not.
There's some good pizza.
North Shore, I don't know. The guy's got the best pizza in town.
Yeah.
His uncle literally could make him Italian food whenever he
Bucciari's.
wants.
Shout out Bucciari's in Chelsea. All right, one more because I know we're really against it. Cody's in North Smithfield.
Joe, you might need to do a whole segment for this. What's your top 3 road games for the Patriots based on food preferences? I'm thinking Chicago for the pizza, but I've never been. What's your choice?
You said beef or what was it?
Your top food choices based on the Patriots road games for a road game. Where would you go based on the food?
Road game. All right, thanks, Cody.
I have an easy answer for me.
Yeah, go
Kansas City. I would love the barbecue there. Like my dad went a couple years ago, and he sent pictures of like people just giving everyone barbecue in like the parking lots at the tailgates to even Patriots fans who were just visiting, and he was like, "Oh my god, hands down."
Chicago thin crust. I would not that deep dish crap.
Oh, you're not a deep dish guy?
No, I love the deep dish, but the thin crust, like Blue Square makes.
I mean, you can always go to the Buffalo Wing too. That's a good one.
I mean, they got brats in Germany.
Oh. Where are the Patriots playing again this year overseas?
Germany.
There isn't there one more? No, it was just Germany.
Pretty sure it's just Germany.
It's just Germany and Chicago, Seattle.
Do they play in Green Bay, or is that a home game?
Here.
Do you think we'll get a little? I know Seattle's Hard Knocks this summer, right? We're next summer, but Seattle Patriots Week 1 matchup. I wonder if we'll get a little Patriots action at the end of Hard Knocks.
Maybe. All right. It's Dawson's last day. Have you learned anything?
A lot.
Thank you. Have you ever had a pot roast sub?
No, never.
Wemby's really good, huh?
Yes, he is. He's already got a double-double. Shea is currently having probably his worst game in 2 years so far.
It's because of Wemby.
4 points on 1 of 6.
Greatest rim protector of all time.
He's protecting the rim very well tonight. All right, let's take a break. You listen to 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Don't go anywhere. There's more Joe Murray. On the way on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
I've already asked you. What have you learned?
I've learned a lot about food, especially in my area of where I live. So I will be hitting up the spots that you've recommended. But I've learned a lot about the business. And
have you learned anything about the things you can do behind the scenes?
Oh yeah,
can help you on the air.
Absolutely.
That's the key.
Yeah. Got to do it. Got to know how to do everything.
See, Street Team Joe now is running the board. He worked the Revs game this weekend. Who won?
I don't know. Watch the refs.
No, but you listened to the game though, right?
Yeah.
It was on?
It was on.
Okay.
I was listening.
But you learned how to push the buttons?
Yeah.
And
Skaz has been teaching me back there.
Okay. But you've learned that making graphics, cutting up video, getting it on the air.
I've learned that if you aren't useful behind the scenes, you will never get an opportunity on the scenes.
Correct.
On the scenes.
Yeah, that didn't sound right, but you got
how much easier the job is when you've done all the work behind the scenes.
Yes.
100%.
So that's why I try to teach everyone the behind the scenes work. Because this is the easiest part of the job, right? In front of this microphone, would you say that, Skaz? The easiest part of the job is talking in front of the microphone?
I mean, yeah, it all depends. Yeah, some nights are easier than others, but yeah, I think, Street Team Joe's itching for it. We'll get him back here. We'll put him at 10 o'clock hour. Street Team Joe runs the board.
Yeah.
Get Skaz in here.
Yeah.
Unless we're talking Bruins, then
yeah, different ball game.
Yeah, then I'd happy to be producing.
There's really no Bruins angle besides if Montreal wins tonight.
Yeah, there's nothing.
Is
it still 2-0?
It's 2-1.
Well, I do think there's something that just shows how far away they are.
That too.
But I feel like with the Bruins, not to get on a tangent about them, but they're more of a gap year team than the Celtics were. You can't really fault them for being this far away. They're supposed to be in a rebuild.
The Red Sox won. Just to get that out of the way.
9 strikeouts for Sunny Day there.
It was just like one of those sunny grays. The strikeout total was 4.5 tonight. He doubled up on it. 9. So if you followed, you cashed. So Jarren Duran did not have a stolen base.
Had a couple of opportunities, too. On first with less than 2 outs. Did not go.
Did you know in the last 10 starts for the Red Sox, taking Bayo out of it, they're 6-1 with a 1.08 ERA. Do you know what their record is in there? They're 6-4 in those games.
It's pathetic when you get that good of starting pitching and you cannot physically score them a run.
And how many runs did they score tonight?
3.
They're 18-8 when they score 3 runs or more.
It's so crazy that they score 3 runs and you're like, wow, they're playing offense today.
Their last 9 games, 3 runs or less. Has not happened since Bobby Valentine 2012.
And I think a lot of people have compared this season to that, but I think a lot of people forget they were above 500 in August in that season. It's not like they bottomed out the whole season like this team is doing right now.
All right, well, since it's Dawson's last night, we have Paul and Quinn on the line with us right now. Hello, Paul and Quinn.
Hey, Dawson and Joe. How you guys doing?
How are we, guys? How's the drive from Delaware?
Long.
Wait a
Last
second.
leg of it, Dawson. Last leg of it.
Wait a second. You're driving from Boston to Delaware?
Other way around.
Or Delaware to Boston?
Delaware to Boston.
Why?
I went both ways, Joe. I had to go pick them up, so I'm about 14 hours in, so I'm a little punch crazy right now.
Did you listen to the Sports Hub this morning at 6 a.m.?
I didn't leave till 8, so.
So have you listened to the radio all day?
I've been pretty much on the hub all day, on the app there, so all good. All good.
How do you know Dawson?
Oh, boy.
I went to high school with Dahl. What up, Dahl?
How we doing, Quinn? How was your finals yesterday, last day?
It went pretty good, bro. I'm excited to be home for summer, though, for sure.
And Dawson's dogs would never let him put that aura on them either, Joe.
No, never. They would never allow that.
Well, Quinn, are you guys from
They'd have none of that.
Are you guys from Swampscott?
Yes.
Yep.
Have you guys ever had Volo pizza?
Oh, yeah.
Sucks.
What? Get out of here. No. Don't
That's Joe's favorite pizza. Yes, I like Bolo Joe.
Don't you dare.
I take that back. I'm just not very experienced with it, so I got to try it more.
You gotta have the Detroit. That's where it's at.
Go to Detroit and ask for my buddy Tom.
Gotta have Detroit.
I know that's one of your favorites, Joe. So
yeah, it is. It's my the favorite. I used to live in Swampscott.
Whereabouts?
Yeah, off of Humphrey Street near the water.
All right, there you go. Nice spot. Nice spot. It's changing a bit though, but all good.
Yeah, I used to get a lot of Cindy's pizza slices.
Oh yeah. It's still good. Vesuvius is pretty good too. It's a nice little spot there. So
never heard of them.
It's right on the Salem Swampscott Live.
Oh.
Yeah. Awesome job, Dawson. It was good listening to you on the way back here. Killed some time, and good things ahead for you, buddy.
Appreciate that.
Hey, what's up with the Delaware Mud Hens?
Blue Hens? The Blue
Hens. Mud Hens.
That's Toledo Mud Hens.
They just went D1 in football, so
They
it's
did.
pretty cool. That's
They were good. They were undefeated for a while there this season, right?
bowl game first year in FBS.
Nice.
Yeah, they had a kid drafted. Can't remember his name.
We're Tar Heel fans, though, Joe.
Oh, like Bill Belichick?
Oh, like Bill Belichick, yes. So, I went to school back in the day, so way before Bill, obviously, though.
So you're a Tar Heel.
I'm a Tar Heel.
Ugh.
Yes, sir.
And your kid ended up at Delaware.
Yeah, he doesn't have the brain like me to get into North Carolina.
Dawson, aren't you a Duke guy?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I am.
How the hell did that happen?
Yeah.
Big rivalry for sure.
Without a doubt. So,
Paul, you still the all-time lacrosse ground balls leader down there?
I got a couple of record talks, and I got a couple.
Yeah.
Oh, you're very humble.
Okay.
Pretty good athlete.
All right,
Anyway.
dudes. Well,
All right, thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
You got any dirt on Dawson?
Oh, no. Oh, no. Yeah, they're breaking up. We got.
Yeah. I got a lot of his dad, believe me.
Oh, that's for sure.
So, great family, though.
You've seen The Waterboy, right?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
The laughs tonight. We could make a little compilation.
Oh, dude.
It's like The Waterboy. You like the
The show's the best. Oh, that's for sure.
So, great family, though.
Oh, this is the best show ever. You wouldn't get this anywhere else.
We need a compilation with those two laughs and then the laugh from the previous segment.
Everyone's belly laughing. You just did that. You didn't hear it.
Oh, I didn't even notice. Sorry, Skaz.
When the hosts aren't listening, perfect. I love it. Oh, jeez. You ever cheeks ever hurt from laughing? My eyes are crying too.
Those are you.
So, great family, though.
Great family, though.
What was it in Waterboy? Was it like, hey, go get your helmet? You know exactly who I'm talking about.
I
right?
do.
Yeah.
I'm like picturing him. I can't.
I think he was in.
He's a very country gentleman. In the movie. Yes, He plays the father in 51st Dates.
51st Dates. There you go.
Yeah.
And the brother in
Sean
51st
Astin.
Dates is Sean Astin.
Yes.
He's got to lay off the Jew.
Rudy.
That's right. Yes. All right. Well, just for Dawson's last day, Joe. As this hour of the sports was brought to you by Valvoline and Oil Change. Enjoy quick and convenient vehicle maintenance this month. Visit NewEnglandOilChange.com and can save 50% off an extra oil change of Valvoline and Oil Change. The official oil change of people. Just can you send us into break with Notre Dame's fight call? And then we'll have Skaz come into the studio, and then you can run the show.
All right.
All right.
Oh, we're talking the Rudy.
The Rudy, yeah.
the fight call. All right. We're going to go inside, outside, inside, outside. We're going to get him on the run. And once we get him on the run, we're going to keep him on the run. Then we're going to go, 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 go. We're not going to stop till we reach that goal line. This team, they say, is good, men. But I think we're better. What do you say, men?
Hey.
Yeah.
All right.
More Joe Murray coming up on the Sports Hub.
All right, it's Murray's Musings. James Scaramuzzino has made his way into the studio.
Yes, by request. Street Team Joe's request.
It's Dawson DeBari's last night as intern. Triple D. He has friends calling in from Toledo. No, Delaware.
Yes.
Where did I get Toledo from in my
The
head?
Mud Hens.
Yeah, the Hens.
Oh, the Hens.
Yeah.
They were pissed when I said that too. It's the Blue Hens. Get it right.
Only female mascot in the NCAA. There's a little piece of trivia for you.
Okay, I did not know that. Are
Me
they
either.
in the Hall of Fame?
I don't know if the Delaware Blue Hen is in the Hall of Fame.
Street Team Joe has moved to behind the board. He has turned the YouTube on. They're very thankful for that.
He looks good.
Remember the YouTube. I didn't need a reminder this time.
No reminders.
All right, so for musings, I got a couple.
All right.
Are you excited about the return of Pizza Hut being restored to the look and feel that we all loved? Did you guys ever go to Pizza Hut?
Yes, yeah. So I saw this story as well. Some billionaire who loves Pizza Hut bought 80 of the franchises and is restoring them. The only problem is, I don't know if you saw the list, Joe, none of them are around here. Not a single one in the New England area. I don't even know where the closest one is. I think it's somewhere in the Midwest maybe. But, yeah, I think this is a good thing. You're trying to play on the nostalgia card. Everybody is kind of, addicted to nostalgia at this point. How many reboots do we get on a weekly basis, it feels like? So, yeah, I mean, I'm in on the idea, but can we get some of the prices back, too? If we're going to go back in time? Yeah.
Yeah, so, Dawson, have you ever been to a Pizza Hut?
I mean, I've been to a Pizza Hut, but not in like the retro style of Pizza Hut.
I'm trying to think. North Shore really didn't have. Oh, there was one in the Lynn where the Shaw's is.
Yeah.
You know what is that? Like where Zimmons, downtown, like Lynn, where the auditorium
I
is?
think I know the area you're talking about, yes.
Yeah, it's off the Linway.
Oh, okay, so yeah.
When I was a kid, I may have shared the story with you guys, but when I played, this is Little League baseball now. Parkway. They used to give a game ball, like if you were the best, had the big hit or whatever, and if you won a game ball, you would get a personal pan pizza gift card. So I was highly motivated.
I can imagine a young Joe Murray would be all over that.
I had won many of a personal pan pizza. And we would go to the one at Walpole on the way to Gillette Stadium. It's across from where the Walmart is now in Walpole on Route 1. But yes.
Over by the prison.
Not far away. But yes, they had a Pac-Man. They had a salad bar, which I didn't care for. The old red cup, the Italian red cups, like from Regina.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And they had an all-you-can-eat buffet hour, all the pizza you could eat for like $10.99. And their breadsticks, oh, baby. But yes, the reason that I wasn't going to Walpole often, but I won those game balls. And, who would have thought I was motivated? Like, isn't that what happened with, who was it who liked Chipotle? Was that Rafael Devers? No. Who?
Street Team Joe.
Yeah, I was going to say me.
Danny Ainge?
It was Danny Ainge was a big Chipotle guy.
No, it was Devers. Devers was rewarded.
He was the ice cream guy.
Romeo Langford was also a huge.
Okay.
He got that prank.
How
on
could
the
we?
Celtics.
How could we forget Romeo Langford?
Remember
Joe?
they pranked him, Skaz, when they made him pay for like everyone's Chipotle, and he hadn't had his.
I remember that video.
The one thing I will always remember Romeo Langford for is getting us Derek White.
Yeah,
so
that's the best. That's the best thing he did.
That's what he'll be known for.
So I'm in on Pizza Hut making a comeback. Is there any restaurant you would like? It needs to come back like now. Like if you really could have.
Oh, that's a great question.
See,
like Friendly's.
I was going to say
Friendly's, Brigham's.
Friendly's was what came to mind immediately.
I feel like that's a local classic that people would want to see come back. I don't even know if the one in Middleborough is still there. I haven't been there in so long. I'm trying to think of like other local spots, like what's like Howard Johnson's. I feel like people,
Hojo's. Yeah. Oh, in.
Belichick, a big fan, I believe, of the Howard Johnsons. Yeah,
there used to be one next to Fenway where the Verb is now. I don't know if you ever know where the Verb Hotel is.
No.
That used to be a Hojo's growing up. There also used to be one on 138 that split Canton and Stoughton. Right on the highway right there. On the way to like Curry College, right?
Oh,
over
yeah.
there.
Never been.
Oh,
That's,
yeah.
Milliken territory.
But like
down there.
people would go skiing and then Hojo's. They had good food. Ooh, that'd be a good one. You know what I haven't had in a long time? They actually reached out to me, and maybe I should get back on that. Bertucci's reached out to me recently.
Classic.
About feeding the show one night.
In on that.
I just never got back to him. So, do you guys recall the O.J. Simpson trial?
1994? No. Joe, no.
Can't say I was alive.
Yeah.
Few years.
Yeah.
It was a big deal.
Oh, I've heard all the stories.
I'm aware of that. Yes.
Well, O.J. Simpson's detective, Mark Furman, died today at 74. And
bad guy, if I remember the documentary correctly. I allegedly. But I think he was not portrayed well, if I'm remembering right.
And, the Kurt Cobain happened around that time. There were a lot of deaths that weren't handled the right way. Murders, suicides, attempted, alleged.
All alleged. Yeah, you got to toss that word in there. Yeah.
Alleged.
Just because.
But I'll never forget watching the NBA Finals. Hakeem Olajuwon.
The Rangers, right? Wasn't that the Rangers?
The Rangers
too?
won in 94. Yeah, 94 they had it. But when the chase happened, when it was OJ and AC and the White Bronco,
yeah, I
was watching the NBA Finals. Was it New York Knicks? I can't remember now. Or Shaq. But yes, here we are on a Friday, Saturday, and you see the White Bronco. Just like imagine that happening while you're watching the game. I was a huge Hakeem Olajuwon fan. And in I can't remember if it was 93 or 4. Charles Barkley was the MVP of the league. I had a Charles Barkley maroon.
It was the year after
shirt.
Jordan retired the first time.
Yeah, so it would have been 94. So it would have been 94 or 5. 94 or 5?
Yeah, because I think it went Barkley, then Hakeem for the
won twice
MVPs.
back to
Yeah.
back.
It was Barkley, Hakeem.
Chet Holmgren's skinny, huh? Who's skinnier,
He certainly
Wemby
is.
or Chet? One's 240.
Yeah, I think Chet's probably skinnier. I don't know. Wemby's
Yeah.
just so damn tall. A hot take, I know, but yeah, I would say Chet is skinnier.
Skaz, have you ever been to Revere Beach?
Yeah, I've had Bianchi's before.
Okay.
Yeah, of
Okay,
course.
all right.
Yeah, my dad was born up there, so yeah, he only lived there
your
for
dad
like
was a
2
North Shore
years.
guy?
He moved to Raynham when he was like 2, but my great grandmother lived in East Revere Beach. So yeah.
Wow. Street Team Joe, have you ever been to Revere Beach?
Isn't that where Sal's Pizza is? Or no?
Bianchi's is there?
Is there?
I've been down there.
You brought up Sal's Pizza to me a couple of times now.
Is Revere Beach it's not the nicest beach in the world, right? It's kind of rocky.
Sure. Yeah.
It's a North Shore beach.
Yeah.
But it actually is it really a North Shore beach?
That's where the sandcastle competitions are.
Yes.
Right? All right, I've been there.
All right, so yesterday I went over to Bird's house. Bird
The
lives
king of the North Shore.
Point of Pines.
Point of Pines.
You could say his family's definitely the king of Everett as well, but he doesn't live there anymore. I went to Point of Pines, which is the nice part of Revere Beach, and we cruised the Revere Beach Parkway yesterday. And dude, people were at the beach like it was July 4th. And, Kelly's was going strong. Kel's Cream was going strong. Bianchi's, Floramos. They have built that thing up.
Oh, yeah.
And don't get me wrong. Have I been to Revere Beach and the sand and there might be some, maybe, narcotics and dirty things all on the beach? Absolutely. I've been there.
Yeah.
Done that. I think they've done an excellent job to the area.
Yeah, I remember driving. My grandparents lived in Revere, and I have aunts and uncles that live in Winthrop. And just driving down there as a kid, it used to be kind of run down, and you would see all the construction, and like it felt like no time went by, and the place is like filled now. Like it's lively down there,
dude.
It's
legit. They built up so many things, condos. There's a hotel out there, and there's even going to be a new Kowloon Tiki Bar.
So where on Revere Beach is that? Because me and my dad have been searching.
Past the police barracks.
Oh, so it's that far
Going
down.
towards Winthrop.
Oh, okay.
And then you got to do a loop and go back on the other way. But, dude, it's going to be legit. But, yes, we went there, and then we went to our good friend Route 1 Grill House, partner of our show, and we didn't know there was 50-cent wings when I walked in.
What a nice surprise.
And, we crushed a lot of wings.
How many before your meal came?
I would say 20.
Each?
Yeah. And then I ordered steak tips and ribs and French fries and what was the kind of rice that I like there? Not white rice. What do they call it?
Fried rice?
No.
Jasmine? Sticky?
Whatever. It was good rice.
All right. Take your word for it.
And it was great. We had a great day. Hung out with the bird. Talked about old times. Says he listens to the show. Anthony's his best friend. Anthony, who works with Dawson.
I saw him the day after we talked about him on air. Had
That's
a good
right. And then he
conversation.
texted me that he was watching.
Yeah.
But I will just say this. If you ever want to go for... Because I love to people watch. One of my favorite things is people watching. Revere Beach, it's back. Guy from Machine, if you remember him.
Of course, a star.
He works at Bianchi's,
Big
at the
fan of the guy
Bianchi's
from
bar
Machine.
next door. And Bird says that he sees him often.
Love that. Glad to hear he's doing well.
I wonder if he would ever call into the night show.
The guy from, that would be big fan. That was back in my...
Hello!
Yeah, driving to high school.
Joe, you interned on that iteration of the morning show.
Yes, I did.
Do you remember the guy from Machine at all?
No, not at all.
Okay.
I remember Brandon Merriweather.
So it was, Okay, that makes sense.
Well, Dick, where you at?
He could hit hard, huh?
He certainly
He's like
could.
one of the most fine players, I think.
Him and Brandon Spikes.
You ever see him in college there, Joe? He started one of the biggest fights in NCAA history.
Yeah.
Brandon Merriweather?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What team did he play for?
Nobody comes to the U.
You should look that one up. Miami.
Okay. Who was Spikes? Florida?
Brown,
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I believe the U was Central Florida. I actually can't remember that one. You don't come into the U and do that. I forget who said that now.
Was it UCF?
I feel like it was Central Florida. Yeah.
It was FIU.
FIU, whatever. Close enough.
That's probably a blowout of a game, too. I don't know what the score was.
What else do we have today?
31 suspensions handed out from that game.
That's insane.
31.
Wow.
We got overtime in a game 7, by the way.
Love
Free
that.
hockey?
Yep.
Free hockey.
What is this Fresh Prince thing that Spencer Pratt shared?
Yeah, so I'm not really too familiar with Spencer Pratt. I know he's a reality.
From the Hills.
Okay, so yeah, that was a little...
Spencer and the hot girl, Heidi.
Sure. A little before my time, but I'm aware of his fame, if that's what you want to call it. Apparently, he's now running for public office, and he posted some Fresh Prince of Bel-Air mashup, is what I think was on Twitter there.
I got one for you.
Please.
Would you ever bet on a red card? Just bet on one? That would happen?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it depends on, the match, but there are certainly, Sergio Ramos back in
What
the
about
day.
just Team USA?
So that one, I know where you're going with this. We didn't have time for this in or out. I don't like this, Joe.
Oh, you're out.
I don't like this because it's something bad happening for Team USA. So Domino's, right? It's our good friends over at Domino's are doing a promotion where if someone on Team USA gets a red card, they're giving away $1 million worth of free pizza, which in theory, I'm all for $1 million worth of free pizza. But as a fan of the United States of America and hoping that, maybe one time they can do good in the World Cup, I don't want anyone on Team USA getting a red card. I think they have certainly a couple candidates who could get red cards. They've certainly had some in international play recently, but I don't like promos in which we're actively harming our national team's chances.
Now I have done the math.
Okay.
$1 million of free pizza would be 166,944 pizzas.
What size?
I just went with the $5.99 medium.
Oh,
okay. That's
a ton of pizzas.
Is it though?
In the grand scheme of things, no.
And here's the thing: will they have them here? What part? What Domino's?
How am I getting mine?
And where you live, there's going to be so much action in the World Cup. Are they going to be going out that way?
Were you the one that was talking about Domino's leaving here the other night? Somebody was craving a Domino's.
I I don't know if I had. Never mind.
No,
I had
please,
a bad experience at Domino's.
Listen to me.
I don't know if I should say that.
The thin crust, extra sauce, extra roni, $5.99 3-meal deal. You can get that, chicken fingers, and a half cookie dough, half brownie, all for $5.99. It's a threefer. And it's less than $20 after taxes. Can't beat that, dude.
No.
But the thin crust is like, it's like eating butter.
That's like the only Domino's pizza I can eat is the thin crust. Anything else is just gross to me.
Did you guys hear TD Garden is the most obnoxious fans? Is that because Joe sits in front?
Well, I mean, I did see Hooch down there as well, Joe.
Well, Hooch was
Hooch was down
when
there.
Hooch was chirping Drummond. He goes, I used to chirp Beerland beer all the time in the 80s. And I just started dying laughing because I could see it.
Yeah, I mean, I think Celtics fans will probably wear this as a badge of honor. I mean, annoying, fine. I mean, they have a good home crowd. I don't think anyone's arguing that. So take it for whatever it is.
So what do you got? You got Aztec Gino. You got the chicken man.
The chicken guy and the guy in the green
who's the dancer guy that sits there? He's always
the guy that looks like Will Ferrell.
That guy too. Yep. And the Santa who wears the
green hair guy.
Green-haired guy.
In the playoffs, they had there was a Spider-Man kid who was going off. He would just do like the Spider-Man.
He was going off.
Signal, and the whole crowd loved him.
What do you do, Joe? You ever get on there?
Yeah, I've been featured on there a couple times. I do the Macarena. Yeah.
You're a Macarena guy.
It's the only white boy dance move I got, Skaz.
Well, I learned the Roman Anthony one this year.
Oh, the TikTok.
The TikTok.
Yeah. We should recreate that. We need to recreate you.
I just did it.
You and Street Team Joe recreating
I
TikTok.
told you. I watched the It's Gonna Be May bye video. Or whatever. It's Gonna Be May. I learned how to do the whole video like the other day. I did it here in studio.
He did. I was a witness.
Not enough for you.
A lot of music videos going around the sports hub these days.
Did anybody talk about Dundero's thing yet? Has anyone addressed it?
I think the morning show briefly touched on it, but only to segue into another music video segment, I believe. I don't think they really broke down Dundero's musical talents on the airwaves. I could be wrong, but that was the snippet I had heard.
Certainly one of the music videos of all time.
Yeah, no, it happened. I applaud Dondero for his efforts and creativity.
Skaz. Spoiler alert.
Oh, boy.
I think Brock Lesnar's back in WWE.
Already?
How could I have ever seen this coming? Joe, when did Brock Lesnar retire?
That was at WrestleMania that I was at.
And when was that?
He left his boots and everything in the ring.
And you said...
That was on April 20th.
And I said, he'll be back. And you said, he left his boots in the ring.
And I went over everybody who left their boots in the ring.
Did he return on Raw tonight?
Well, I'm looking at Wrestle Ops right now, and it looks like Brock Lesnar is officially unretired.
Didn't even last a full month. Retired.
I mean,
do you think they paid him? Was it a contract?
Do I think they paid him? It's Brock Lesnar. Of course they paid him.
By the way, did you watch the Gina Carano?
Oh, the 15 seconds there? No.
Was it rigged?
Watched it. No, it wasn't rigged. Joe, she hasn't fought in 20 years. How long did you expect her to last in the
Gina
ring?
Carano is my age. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, she lost. I think she said she lost 100 pounds for the fight. Like... I was surprised it lasted as long as it did.
I'm not poking fun.
Ronda Rousey was never losing that fight.
She took her down, put her in the arm.
17 seconds. I think.
Punched her. When she got up, she started holding the ref, like trying to fight the ref.
Yeah.
She didn't know where she was.
Yeah.
No.
But come on, imagine waiting all night for that or buying it on pay-per-view and you get 15 seconds.
Well, that's the problem.
Come on, you could get a better 15 seconds somewhere else.
And then Jake Paul, in the press afterwards, making fun of Dana White for announcing the McGregor card during it. Well, that probably got more publicity than their entire
event. But it was
event.
good because it's going to be, I think it's a White House event. Is that what that's
I don't know if that's the one he's fighting.
Well, they are.
International Fight Week.
You're right. It's They're doing the other one. Gaethje, local kid.
Yep.
And Holloway? No, Holloway's McGregor.
Yeah. I can't remember
Whatever it is, it's a big match. It's a big fight.
Yeah, I mean, they're all past their prime.
Brock Lesnar came back and attacked Obafemi live on Raw today.
Don't like that.
Yes, and they're going to meet at Clash of Champions in Italy.
So did he even make it to the next? Have they had a premium live event since WrestleMania? Like, has Backlash happened yet? Okay, so it did happen. I didn't watch a second of it.
So he basically just wanted a night off.
Yeah, like he got one premium live event off, and instead of having the rematch at the rematch pay-per-view.
Who was retired longer, Brock Lesnar or Tom Brady?
Ooh, that's a great question. Brady was at least a couple months,
That's what
right?
I thought, right?
Like,
yeah.
Had to be a couple of months before he went to Tampa.
That's tough.
Why did I think Justin Gaethje was local?
He's from Ireland. I know that. I don't know. Did he grow up in New England?
No. Who's the? Oh no. I'm thinking of not Gaethje. Part of the cartel there.
Joe Lozon is Lozon MMA.
Joe Lozon, I like Joe Lozon.
Yeah, locally.
No. Gaethje is.
There's one of those in Rainham. That's how I know that.
Who am I thinking?
There was the Boston Finisher, whatever that guy's name was. That's all I got, Joe. I'm not a UFC guy.
It's Ilia Topuria versus Gaethje. Joe is the
That's going to be
White House. So that's it's projected the fight of the year easily.
No, Ilya's going to win that.
He's undefeated, right?
I don't think he's going to have any issues with Justin Gaethje at all.
Now I'm trying to find out who the New England cartel members are. Calvin Cater is something.
That was the
local guy. Sorry about that. I apologize for the misinformation. I take full accountability for saying that Justin Gaethje was local. But the New England cartel, in case you guys wanted to know, is Calvin Cater, Rob Font, and then Connor Matthews, Nick Fiore, Tom Pagliarulo, and I will stop. How about the Heat? You guys sleep well last night? Because I didn't.
No, the Heat show. I woke up and turned the central air on. You're out on that?
No, I love that for you.
If
I
yesterday,
don't love it for me. I still have old air conditioners.
If yesterday was bad, I don't even want to know what tomorrow's going to be like trying to go to sleep.
Well, the studio is what I'm worried about. Our studio back there.
Good night to get out.
Yeah, Dawson, you picked a good one.
All right, well, before we go to break, there's going to be another launch of UFO files.
Oh, UFO files. Are we calling them UFOs still?
UAP.
Are you guys aware of underwater UFOs?
Yeah, we did that last
Were you guys here for that? Well, no, I know you were.
Okay.
You were. It was you.
I'm sorry, I forgot I was with you.
Are you guys aware of underwater UFOs?
No, but you scared me.
Not at all.
Exactly. So we'll save it for maybe later in the show. But Joe has introduced me to a new fear, which is underwater UFOs.
Oh, Jesus. Did you ever watch the Megalodon?
The Megalodon.
No.
You never saw that movie?
Never saw that
Jason
movie.
Statham.
Yeah, that's a good movie. Joe, do we have any update on aliens? I know last week you. No. I know the underwater aliens, but I'm talking about the. We got anything else?
The real aliens.
Yeah. I don't believe
they're now being thought to be underwater.
I thought you were talking Wemby. He's on your screen right now.
Wemby's an alien.
Who is this? Who said about these underwater aliens?
What were they called again? The SO. No.
Well, there's a lot of acronyms out there for the aliens. A lot of acronyms.
Google underwater aliens.
Maybe wait till we go to commercial.
Yeah. Well,
I want you getting sidetracked back there.
Dawson, anything else that you have that you want to say or do before you leave? I mean, you don't have to leave the studio right now. I'm just giving you the floor.
I guess.
What do you want to do after this?
Professionally?
I don't know.
Now, what are you doing tonight after the show?
No idea. Probably going right home to bed. But I don't know. We'll see where it takes us. Still got plenty of school to get through first.
Dawson only a sophomore.
Yeah.
Going into his junior year.
Forgo that. Maybe you can get an extra year of eligibility.
I don't think my golf coach would like that if I just forego the next 2 years.
Speaking of golf, who's the guy who won yesterday?
Aaron Rye.
Who had that?
Englishman. No,
not me.
He was statistically one of the worst picks you could have made. A terrible putter, not very accurate.
So who blew it?
I mean, he kind of stole it. He kind of closed the door on Sunday. You know, no one played well on Sunday. You know, Rom had a shot, didn't play well. Xander played really poorly. I mean, at one point it was pretty much Rye, Matty Schmidt, and Alex Smalley battling it out. So, you know, I thought the layout was good. I like to see those guys kind of battle. You just, you know, the top guys didn't separate themselves, and that's kind of bad for you know, the tour. I think it's better when a big name wins. Not that I have anything against Aaron Rye, you know, but, you know, does anybody remember Danny Willett, you know, winning the Masters? Or I heard Felger Maz mention JJ Spahn's U.S. Open win. And, like, unless these guys win a couple, then it kind of just becomes a flash in the pan.
So does Rye now get onto the Ryder Cup team?
You'd think he'd have to seriously be in consideration. JJ Spahn, you know, made the U.S. Ryder Cup team.
He was good.
Hey, can I add one more?
Please.
You guys see the Pete Crow Armstrong thing?
Very Jaron Duran-like.
That's how I'm going with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yelling at Pete Crow Armstrong's good, though, right?
He is.
So then I don't care.
Well, there was a...
Did he use any...
No, there was no...
a female spectator.
Did he use any vile words?
SMD?
Okay.
No, like, slurs, though.
Okay. I would say that's better than what Jaron Duran did. I would say still not good. I don't want my players engaging in, you know, that stuff. But Pete Armstrong has a couple things going for him. Number one, he's good. Number two, it wasn't a slur or anything like that. And number three, it was clearly caught on video. So there's
clear.
no real denying one way or the other what.
Oh, it is very clear
what happened in that situation, as there seems to have been in a couple of Jaron Duran. So I would say, you know, Pete Crow Armstrong, you know, one-time thing. We'll see what happens going from here.
PCASMD.
It's different being a one-time offender than like an 8-time offender with Jaron Duran. Like, I'm sure that fan didn't say very nice things to PCA before he said that either.
All right. We'll go to break. We'll have Dawson's last segment next. Can we play some Bill Belichick? Is it worth it? I don't know if there's anything there. But we'll go to break. Thank you, Joe Ariano, doing a great job back there here on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Don't go anywhere. There's more Joe Murray. On the way on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
During Window Nation's Buy...
and then call 1-800-QUIT-NOW. Quit smoking, not just for yourself, but for the ones you love and love you. Call 1-800-QUIT-NOW. Felger and Maz are just his pregame.
They've been getting wholesale deals for years.
It's Joe Murray on the Sports Hall.
I grew up in Scituate from 96 till 2016. Dude, you made me and like an entire generation of kids feel like winners because of your team. So thank you, first of all.
I appreciate that. I really do. I really appreciate that. And those comments or stories from people who say, I went to the game with my dad, or our family always watched the game. And those are some of the best memories of my childhood or my relationship with my whoever, son, father, whatever. Like, those are such meaningful stories. I mean, I just want to tell you, like, seriously, those hit home. Because when you're a coach, you don't know. You're just trying to make a first down or stop one. Mm-hmm. And then you find out, like, you had such an impact on somebody's life or relationship. And you're like, wow, it's really, I actually did something good. I wasn't trying to do it, but I actually did something good.
All right, final segment here, 98.5 The Sports Up in this hour. The Sports is brought to you by Valvoline Oil Change. Enjoy quick and convenient vehicle maintenance this month. NewEnglandOilChange.com for 15% off an extra after oil change. At Valvoline Oil Change, the official oil change of busy people. That was Bill Belichick on with Barstool. That sounded like a different type of Bill Belichick, and that was my takeaway from watching this is he looks like he's in better shape. He looks better. He looked happier. But I was going to ask you guys this question. Who's had a better post-Patriots career? Tom Brady or Bill Belichick?
It's Brady?
Yeah, not even
pretty
close.
easily.
Yeah, but Brady's like...
He won a Super Bowl, Joe.
No, after... Well, okay, I guess...
He won a Super Bowl.
Post-retirement,
I guess
you mean?
after retirement is what I mean.
Brady. He's getting paid how much by Fox?
Yeah.
The Fox Sports thing, he's improved. I think the answer is Brady.
It's not close.
But do you think this is the turnaround now for Belichick?
Not what was this? What turnaround does this do?
You didn't notice a different Bill Belichick in this?
This is the same Bill as always.
I
He
didn't get
smoozes
that.
for a couple minutes, and then as soon as he's back, we think he's going to act like this all year.
Well, I hope that's what I'm hoping.
You don't remember him sitting next to Ed Reed on NFL Network? We've seen this.
This
Bill
goes back to
before.
the hope conversation, Joe.
I just don't know what about this.
I thought Bill was different, and I hope he is different.
You are such a sucker for Bill Belichick.
I am a sucker for Bill.
You really are.
And that's what this is for, right?
Yes.
He got me.
I thought that was
come on, Brady looked like leather tight pants guy
that
this
was
week.
weird. That was weird. I don't know what that was, but I think that was a wholesome clip. I saw that in the morning. You don't see that side
What
of
are
Bill.
you choking up before you leave?
No.
Belichick got to him.
He got to me. I think he was different, guys.
Yeah, he seemed.
And Skaz, if I'm wrong, just like Brock Lesnar,
He
you
seemed
can be
lighter.
like, told you so,
he's
Joe.
Retired. He's retired forever. 2 weeks later, he's back. I think we've seen this with Bill before. I think he can be smooth with the media when he wants to be. He can be a fun Bill Belichick when he wants to be. SpongeBob, a Halloween party Bill Belichick. We've seen the clips, but to me, I thought the interview was kind of a big nothing. They didn't ask him anything.
Okay.
And I like the Barstool guys. I think they do a good job. Kudos to them for getting Belichick. We're certainly not getting him anytime soon with my booking abilities, so I can't comment on that. But I just think he didn't talk about Malcolm Butler. They didn't ask him about Jordan. I'm sure she was in the room. I did like the setup for Bill. You're not really going to get that on the radio, but he a lot of trophies behind him. 6 Super Bowl trophies, 6 Lombardi trophies, which he's been petitioning to call
the box of rings.
The Tom Brady trophy. Yes, sitting next to an open box of ring, just propped open, I'm sure by happenstance there.
That was a flex. I got you.
And I'm all for Bill Belichick flexing, but I'm not going to say this is him doing a complete 180. I think this is just Belichick trying to do anything. This is PR. This is, Jordan's booking interviews. She's in charge of PR now. So, but no, this didn't do much for me, I'll be honest with you.
The Red Sox won tonight 3-1. Dawson, the Red Sox owner, John Henry, flew to Kansas City today to have a one-on-one with Rafael Devers.
1 year ago? Was it 1 year ago today?
No, it's just they're playing the Royals.
Yeah. I was going to say, if he did that 2 years in a row, we might be on Hug Watch tomorrow.
That's why I was joking about it, because I thought it was funny.
Who is the first Red Sox that should be on Hug Watch? Is it Aroldis Chapman?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because, dude, I feel like he might pop off. I'm worried about him.
He already, well, what do you mean? Like get hurt?
No, I'm talking like him and Wilson Contreras is going to get someone someday.
Not this year. I think they would, if they were to move him, it would be next year when his contract is expiring.
Are you talking about Aroldis
Contreras? Well, Chapman has the mutual option.
I feel like Sonny Gray, I would start the bidding now.
The Sonny Gray bidding war could get you some.
That better get you a bat.
Same thing with Chapman is the trade. Like Chapman is a top 100 prospect plus an MLB ready. Like that is the trade that Craig Breslow and company have to make. Like no matter what, I don't care if they're in the worst American League ever and they're 2 games out. You have to trade Chapman while you can before he cancels this mutual option and leaves in the offseason. There's just no reason to keep a 37-year-old closer, although he's been fantastic for you. The amount of value you could get for a 37-year-old is the highest it will ever be right now.
Speaking of bats, Joe, did you see who was called up today?
Johansen Garcia.
The password, Stinson. Hey, who did the Red Sox trade him for, Dawson?
Tyler Samaniego. Not Johan Oviedo. That never happened.
How's
Samaniego?
How are those guys looking this year?
Samaniego's been good. He's only had given up runs once.
In his last 2 starts.
Well, the extra innings, that's a weird.
And who was the other name you mentioned there?
Johan Oviedo.
And where is he?
Fort Myers, probably.
Will he ever put on a Red Sox uniform?
No.
No. You know, it's so funny that we all know it. I'm laughing about it because that was my guy.
Like they were talking about Narvaez's hand, or Rafaela today was. Thankfully, he played in the 9th inning, but I was so ready for Rafaela to just be on the IL tomorrow after they completely downplayed his soreness today.
Well, I thought it was discipline, but that was Arias.
No, yeah.
What's up with that?
I don't know what. I know people were freaking out on what day was it?
Double-A?
Yeah, he's in Double-A.
I wonder. I don't even know anybody down there anymore.
I don't know because the manager,
guy, Max Arulo or something.
I mean, I don't know. Is
the Double-A manager is now
still down there, or?
The third base coach for the Red Sox. So who knows who's even coaching down there? Who pulled him? But people were like freaking out on. Was it Saturday? Yeah, Saturday when Chapman was hugging everyone and then Arias was getting taken out of the game. But Montreal won.
Montreal. What, you want to tell everybody? Go ahead, Dawson.
I don't know who scored. I just saw that Montreal was celebrating a Game 7 overtime.
Montreal has won in overtime 3-2. They have won Game 7. They advance to the Eastern Conference Finals to take on Carolina. But they win in overtime right now. No clue yet who scored the game-winning goal. But was it a Frenchman?
A little Canadian fella.
Who gave up the goal? Uko
Pekka-Luukkonen, yes, UPL.
Their goalies both kind of stunk in the playoffs.
I really wanted to enjoy Montreal losing. But you know what, though? I will say this. Nobody's going to like this. I feel like it's good for hockey that Montreal's there.
When Montreal and Boston are both in the playoffs, hockey's in a better spot.
All right, Dawson, 2 people want to say bye to you. Justin and Len. Justin.
Hey, bye, Dawson. I appreciate all the stuff you did for me while you were on the station. You're a true professional.
Thank you, Justin. I always enjoyed your calls when they came in. One of the best.
Yeah. Yep.
Thanks, Justin. Good seeing you over the weekend, buddy.
Thanks, Joe.
All right, take it easy, bud. Sarko!
Hey, what's up, brother? Same here on the same part. You guys, man, wanted to keep it say something. I didn't even think I was going to get on, but I don't know how much time I got.
You got a minute.
Okay. Jaylen Brown, this whole thing with Jaylen Brown, I cannot believe that is going that far. But just real quickly, you guys are looking good. I was looking on the simulcast, look at Street Team Joe, lined up, caught out. I'm like, wow. But Jaylen Brown going on and on and on, bro. I'm like, I cannot believe this. I'm saying to myself, what am I supposed to do now? And he's going back with Stephen A. and called him out. Stephen A. has been one of his greatest supporters in the past, no matter what's been going on, but he just said something that people don't like him in the league. That's when he said, state your source. Now, he went on his own podcast the same way that he, you know what I'm saying, he's coming at him on. And then he had the same T-shirt, state your source. But you know Stephen A.'s not going to do it unanimous. Like I'm saying, not unanimous, anonymous. There's anonymous. Mm-hmm. And it's like, you're not supposed to say anything. So that's respect. And that's why he didn't name the source. But
Thanks, Sacro. Sorry, we had to go. Name the source. It was Newhook that Alex Newhook.
Yep.
With the goal, his 7th of the playoff in the handshake line. Of course.
Oh, the handshake.
That's like us with Dawson right now. He's going to go through the handshake line.
Joe, can I bring up a quick, interesting question?
Joe, we are very much up against it, but feel free.
Yeah. If OKC happens to win the finals, this is an overreaction based off of the last 30 seconds I've seen from Wemby. Where would you rank Wemby of the all-time greats already?
Not yet. He's got to win, baby.
No, I'm saying if they won.
We'll do it then.
I'll do it then.
Yeah.
But SGA might come back and win this game.
Looks like they are. Wemby just got called for an offensive foul. Dawson, thank you. You've been a tremendous intern. We appreciate all you've done for the show. You've been a great addition. We will miss you, but hopefully on to bigger and better things. And you ever need anything, you know where to find us right here.
Absolutely.
Dawson, you know where we're going to be, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
So even though we're not here, we're here. And you're not. We're here.
Always.
Great job, though. Seriously, you were a good man.
Thank you.
You were a good man. You were good, man. I feel like Field of Dreams.
Yeah.
You were good. Hey, kid. You were good. All right. Dawson Dabari, he's done. He ain't leaving. He's just done. All right, Street Team Joe, send us home, big guy.
Should we have Dawson send us home?
You know what, Dawson? Say thanks to everybody and send us home, big guy.
Thank you guys for having me on the show. It was a great semester. Last thing I want to say, shout out to Swampscott High School Baseball, first NEC championship in a few years. That's how I'll go out.
Oh, the Big Blue.
The Big Blue. Shout out Coach Cap and Coach Ref. That's all I got to say.
All right, now you can do your thing, Joe.
For Triple D, Dawson, the intern. For James Scaramuzzino, our host, Joe Murray. This is Street Team Joe on 98.5, The Sports Hub.
You're listening to Joe. You're listening to Joe Murray on 98.5. You're listening to Joe Murray on 98.5, The Sports Hub.
Slow trains driving you crazy too?